me for the horrible job it did over the weekend. I can only conclude this. There we go. Good evening, everyone. It is now Wednesday of my birthday week. It's actually my birthday. So there it is. It's my birthday. And as I told everyone on this entire birthday week, I was going to play a game every night, or I was going to host a game every night, and others were going to play. So here we are tonight on Wednesday, and it's a pleasure to have all of you with us. First of all, although he's not joining us tonight, I'm going to say hey to him because he's got to say happy birthday to me. How you doing, Volker?
I'm well, and of course, happy birthday.
Thank you. He has to. He's right here. But we also have our players tonight, but this is a little bit of a special night. We're going to be starting something in the Armchair Dragoons. It's up in the forums. We're going to be starting a official Kriegsspiel. Official, what does that mean? We're going to be starting a Kriegsspiel in the 1809 campaign, just because I can't quit it. I love it so much. But we're going to be doing it along the lines of the campaign in a day. You can find this. Hey, it's Beat Cafe. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. It is a happy birthday because I get to be with my friends and my family, and I don't know what else a fellow could ask for. Ron would at this point usually remind me to post the flippin' video to Twitter. Which I'm happy to say I crossed over from 664 to 667 followers on Twitter without making a stop. Without making a stop at 666, as far as I can tell. So hey, John, good to see you, man. So we're gonna go over here, post a little link to that, and boop. And that's rocking and rolling too. Cool. So as I say, this is a little bit different because we're going to be doing this Kriegsspiel. What's a campaign in a day? Well, it's really built to have 15 tables all in the same room and commanders running back and forth and doing all that stuff. Well, we can't do that in Tabletop Simulator. It doesn't work that way yet. So instead, I thought I wanted to do it as a Kriegsspiel. But to do it as a Kriegsspiel, which means we're going to conduct a lot of the communications by email, we had to do it a little bit differently. But and today is sort of the kickoff, and I wanted to start out by introducing the mechanics of Snappy Nappy, because it's going to be how we resolve the combats. So let's first talk about the tables. Now, they're all a little bit different, okay? And this is, by the way, neither these forces nor this map are necessarily part of the 1809 campaign. Oh, yes, they look very French, but actually, if we look over here at the troops that our guy Dalinar... Oh, by the way, how you doing, Dalinar?
I'm doing very well. A little sore, but well.
I know everybody's worried about that knee. We're glad to hear it's not doing too terribly. But you don't necessarily have all French. You've got those crazy German allies. You've got Württemberg Chevaulegers. Look at that. And you've also got some Bavarians. And by the way, this is where we always thank our guy Giorgio, who gave us, look at that. He gave us awesome Bavarians. And he gave us awesome Bavarian guns. But we also have to thank our guy Haz, who cranked out Baden troops. Look at this. We have Baden troops. Look how nice they look.
Very nice looking Baden troops.
Aren't they? And over here, how are you, Mike, tonight? We're going to take a look at your soldiers. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
We have, again, from Giorgio, look at these Austrian guys with their casks and everything. And they have their proper artillerists and guns. How great. He even did up, check this out. Oh, the Grenzers are these are his Hungarian troops. These are his Hungarian Fusiliers. Very nice. Over here, though, we have, these aren't the best troops in the army. The Vienna Volunteers. Look at that. Try to find that fig. I defy you. It's a little tricky to do. Very, very cool stuff. So these are the troops. So some of them might be in the 1809 Kriegsspiel. Some of them... Did we lose somebody? Somebody go away? I heard a click.
No, someone joined us.
Who joined us? Who's here? I like seeing people.
Dan's here. Yeah, Dan. Or 1221.
Oh, sure. Did he come into the game? I don't have him.
Don't see him.
Where'd he go?
He's not showing in any game right now.
Oh, it's Jeff. He's just hanging out in the chat. Cool.
Or Jeff, I'm sorry.
I
said Dan.
Yeah, well, it's War 2. Yeah, so it's all right. Good to see him there. Hey, Jeff. Good to see you, man. So, but anyway, so some of these troops may or may not be appearing in the actual campaign. I won't say. Also, this map is definitely not in the campaign, although I'm proud to say I worked it out in consultation with the guy who designed Snappy Nappy. He gave me some good ideas. So we have the usual stuff. We have roads. We have rivers. Oh, over here we have a ford. See that there? We have a hill. And of course, we can never play a game that's an imagination unless it is Velkerheim, which is over here.
Still no cemetery.
I understand. I was looking around. I forgot. And there's the parish church of Velkerheim, the Kleiner Velkerheim Pfarrkirche. So we're ready to go. So let's talk about how this game plays. Much like Blucher, Snappy Nappy is built around brigades. Every unit that you're going to be commanding is either a brigade of infantry or a large regiment or even a division, because of the way they use those words, of cavalry. Let's take a look at how troops are organized. That's probably the most logical thing. Over here at the French side, since that's a good frame of reference. We have our commanders. These guys are critical. And we notice here we have General Division Van Damme. He's dashing. And we're going to find out what that means when we get a little deeper into the initiative rules. All right? He is singularly based. There he is. These are typically going to be who you are in the game. You are going to be, for example, General Division Van Damme. Or you might be Marshal Massena. There will be a Napoleon over everyone, but he too, I don't think I have any women playing yet. We'd love it if we did. He too will have a command of a corps. These troops roughly equate to a corps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brigades and some guns. 1, 2, 3, 4 brigades and some horse and some guns. So it's roughly a corps per commander. Infantry, in true Snappy Nappy, and the way the book is written, comes on 2 bases. All right. I broke them up because I can do something much cooler with them if I do it in 4s. And I actually got this idea from the great guys at Little Wars. What you can do, the way it's supposed to work, each of these guys on rectangular bases. And that way, this here that you see right here, that's attack column, right? One base after the other. Like this, that's line. Makes sense? Like this, that's square. All right. But in addition, if you are in road column, because that's a thing now, you go like that. And you march down the road this way. With 4 guys in a brigade, I can do this. Instead of a column, well, that's still a column. But if I want to form a line, I can now go like that and put my flags in the center. I like that better. And more importantly, when I go into road column, I go like that. And it looks most appropriate. So that's how infantry is based. Cavalry. These are big, deep bases, like they should be. Anybody who's played the 1809 Kriegsspiel using Flight of the Eagle knows that. 2 bases, 2 formations, column, and line. All right. Artillery, unsurprisingly, 1 base, and it does that. There it is. Behold, there's infantry. Or cavalry. Jeez. Artillery. It's been a long day. Please forgive me. So let's.
Already his age is affecting him.
I'm telling you, 54, and it suddenly goes straight to the biscuit. I'm telling you. So we've already determined.
I'm blaming Belker.
Oh, good. I too can blame Velker. That's excellent. This is an order-based system. Every commander in the game gets an order. Now, your orders in the Kriegsspiel are going to come from Napoleon and from the Archduke Charles. How is he going to communicate them? Well, I'll tell you that in the Kriegsspiel, he's going to have a little rider, a horse guy, who's going to look a lot like your general, except he's just going to be a guy riding along on a horse, a messenger. And he's going to galoof along here, and he's going to do these things. But on the battlefield table, the way orders are communicated is with these order chits that you see right here, all along the side of the table. Lovely designs by my wife, who I do not deserve, but you all knew that. And what you do is you issue that order face down at the start of the turn to the commander. And he must stick to that command until it is changed. All right, what does that mean? Well, let's take a look at the orders. He's attacking, all units must advance to be within 3 inches of an enemy or objective. How do I know what that objective is? How are you going to tell me? You're going to use a tooltip to write it right into the chit. Now that's what's going to happen in the regular game, okay? In this game, in this demo game, I'll write it down for you. All right? And you're going to tell me what that objective is. So if you're attacking, every move you make has to advance you to within 3 inches of an enemy or objective. It won't do not to. If you're probing, half of the units must advance to be within 6. The remaining must still be within 12. So maybe you still got to advance, you still got to advance, you still got to advance. All right? But you can keep a little further away. Screening, like it says, and I think each of these after are pretty explicit. But you'll notice that with maneuver, you must start and end 6 inches from the enemy. That means you're pulling away. Defending, notice. Withdraw. And rally is a unique case. Now, you're going to get these orders from Napoleon. You're going to get them from the Archduke Charles. When you get them, if you are French, you are allowed to shift that order in your actions, one up or one down. What does that mean? It means if you're at screen and you think it should be probe, you can do that. You can also you can also shift down to maneuver. So you have the capacity to move one order. If you are, however, Austrian, you can only go down one. You cannot become more aggressive. That's a feature, not a bug. In the Kriegsspiel, you will be able to ask your superior by messenger, who moves again the same way I described, please, please, please give me a different order. I think we're in a different situation than you're aware of. And he will agree with you or not. I guess we'll see. So in the beginning of the turn, and here's our turn sequence, you will change your orders. You will then also dice for initiative. That's a 1d10. How do we know what our dicing for initiative is? Well, that depends. Remember we talked about the characteristics of your commander? You're going to grab the best characteristic of your commander, and you're going to use his modifier as your modifier. So, for example, I know that we have out in that field a dashing commander. A dashing commander, when he rolls for initiative, receives a +1 to his initiative roll. Charismatic is +2, genius is +3. You also have reliable, who is 0, weak, and poltroon. The Austrians have a poltroon, I regret to say. But that initiative only matters if you're in battle on the same map. If you do receive the initiative, it is you get to go first. You then move and charge. How do we move? Well, here it all is. It's all pretty straightforward. If you are inside command radius, you move as desired, making sure you follow your orders. What does that mean? Well, let's take a look right down here. The French have an 18, the Austrians have a 12. You must be within that distance of your leader at all times at the start of your movement. If you're not, you have to take a morale check. What's a morale check? Well, that's the first time we're seeing this creature. Let's look over here. You're going to roll a d10. And based on the type of unit that you are, you have to roll that number or higher. Obviously, elites are going to pass more easily than militia or conscript. Units outside command have to roll. If they pass, they get to move half. If they fail, they can only change facing or wheel in place. There's your movement levels, right there. If you wish to change your formation, that's 1/3 of your movement. If you wish to completely change your facing, which means turn around, that's half. If you are on a road, you may forced march. And that potentially adds up to 20 inches of movement. But you must risk a morale roll, and that can be trouble. We'll talk about why. Rough ground. Town. Woods. Steep slopes. Streams. Half movement. Prorated. Talk about leader loss later. All right, what's next? So that's all of the movement stuff. Once you have done moving, we have firing. Notice that? It comes first. What's firing range? For everything except artillery, 1 inch. Firing is up close in Snappy Nappy. The reason, and I think Russ is right about this, the Blucher ranges, I know what they're doing, I know what they're up to. The Blucher ranges are a little long for the period musketry. All right? I'll go outside and see if anybody's yelling at me about anything. You know, Ian, the fact that you would light on the fact that there is a leader casualty table and go for your shovel is, and by the way, Ian, yes, there is a Velkerheim for the burying of people. Hey,
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. He said spade, not shovel.
just for the record, John Stanley, they are already offering me ARP cards. It's absolutely infuriating. I hate those things. Anyway, 1 inch away. How do we
Start
do
getting
it?
those like when you're 49.
That's what I'm thinking. Each of your two bases, remember, these are actually two base. This is one base, even though I have them separated. So this is a base, these two fellas, and this is a base, these two fellas. Each of those two bases fire separately. For each one that's firing, 45-degree front arc. See that there? You may never fire over friendlies. This is great stuff. This is a great QRS. Everybody fires. What do you need to hit? There's your numbers. And there's your modifiers. I think those all make pretty good sense. Hits do not cause damage. They cause morale checks. Morale checks are nasty. You don't want to get them. All right? We'll obviously walk through them. Artillery works exactly the same. Light guns, heavy guns. Here's how many dice they roll and at what range. Everything beyond 6, you can only get 1 melee or 1 morale check. So what do we do after we're done firing? We go over here to the chart. Fires and resolves morale checks. What do you got to do? You got to roll a 1d10 for every hit. You've got to pass. If you fail, you have to roll again. Every time you fail, your morale drops. Everybody starts at bold. You drop to firm. You drop to nervous. You drop to disrupted. You can, and I've seen it happen, drop in one combat from bold to gone. All right? And you assess each of these effects before the fight occurs, before the next level occurs. So if, for example, you are nervous, you back 1 inch away first facing the enemy and then check. Okay. After the non-initiative player fires and resolves, the initiative player fires and resolves. So you notice the defender fires first. This includes those individuals who have charged into melee. All right? They get a last shot off. If they push you back, if they get you all the way down here to nervous, where you have to back an inch away, you didn't charge. You had to back away. Then you get the
I like that.
Yeah. Then the initiative winner fires and resolves. Then If there is melee combat, it gets resolved. It is resolved by the person who moved in. In this game, you square up. Attacker conforms to the defender. 1d10 per side. If the units remain locked, you can have as many as 3 rounds of melee. All right. There's the results. It's all pretty obvious. Here's your modifiers. I think they're straightforward. Note critically, however, leader, if you have him attached. Heavy cav charging, nasty. Cavalry versus artillery, super nasty. Cavalry versus square, oh my goodness, look at that, be careful. But what about hasty square? Well, that's right here. You can try to make a hasty square. It's a morale check. Can you do it? All right. Then what? You do your morale checks. If you have a leader attached in order to take advantage of this bonus, which is very nice to have, or if he is attached because he is trying to rally the men, which can happen and we'll talk about in a second. If either of those things is happening, and you roll a 1 on a morale check, you must make a leader fate check. And I'm sure Ian will love the different results. Let's say 6 and above will be much to his favor. I particularly like 10.
Decapitated. Ugh.
And everybody around him within 3 inches has to take a morale check. And then if you
For the
change...
spraying of the blood.
Yep, exactly, because it's that grim. Notice the rally order. It's a little different. All units must start 12 inches away from the enemy during the phase. All units pass up 1 level, fail, no effect. So they just kind of park. It's a way of getting people back under command. All right. We'll fight this one to the best finish or to the clock, whichever it goes. But we've talked about the terrain. Obviously, this is a ford, which negates the river. It's road for road marching, if you're so inclined. Town confers benefits. You may not form square in a town. May units interpenetrate? Yes, they may, but they must clear. Any questions?
None that I can think of right now.
Grumbling Grognard, what do you want to grumble about? I can turn on Blood Bowl for 5 minutes if that's what you're inclined to have me do.
Formation change.
Yes.
Is that before moving, or
It's
during,
part of
or
moving.
any
It's
time during?
formation
It's just
change.
any time during moving.
I believe it's at the
Like
beginning.
any time. Like I don't have to do it at the beginning, right?
I think you do. Let me look that up. That's a great question. Let's go over a couple of detailed cases here. Units must halt. Oh, by the way, you must halt when you reach 1 inch away from an enemy unit unless you're charging in. I guess that's pretty obvious. I don't know how. I've wondered how you get to within 1 inch and don't charge, but there it is. Where did that go? Movement rates and formations. Your movement is calculated at the beginning of your movement and the formation you're in. Yes, you must do it either at the beginning or the end of your movement. And you use your original formation. You use your original formation as the basis of your move.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Good. Well, I just get some complaints that it's not grognardy enough. I'm glad to hear that. Because I did too. We played last night. 2 nights ago. I got my head kicked in. All right, I'm going to take these guys off the map. Because that's not where they are. No, it is not. Because there are two...
right there.
There are 2 perfectly good roads. I would like to see you gentlemen march in on them. No particular objective other than smashing each other in the head. Now, what's going to happen in the Kriegsspiel, I want you all to watch the game, I want you to watch it play out. What we're going to do, every turn in Snappy Nappy is 1 hour. Okay? We are going to try to do about 6 hours in a session. If there is nobody on your map, you're going to be able to do whatever you want. March around, do all this other stuff. You're going to be able to send messages, maybe do a little reconnoitering. If there's somebody on your map, I've got to get you together and have you start maneuvering to fight each other. And that's where we're going to have to get together on the same map and have a good time. I got to make a private recording because I can't share it yet, which really sucks. And I got to figure out a way to link all these together, but that's a totally different point, and that's my problem. The other thing that is true about the way we're going to do this is you're going to be able to send messengers, as I said, galoofing about here, there, and everywhere. But you're also, with your guys queued up, you notice these roads go places? Many of the roads in Snappy Nappy, our Kriegsspiel, are going to go places. And the only way to find out where a road goes is to send somebody to go look. That could very easily be what a nice unit of horses for. To go do a little scouting. All right? And that's how you're going to have to do it. There's no other way to check. All right? So, I think the thing we should do first is roll for initiative. What is the best commander on either of your sides?
Both of mine have dashing.
They're both dashing. What you got, Mike?
And best I've got is reliable.
All right. So reliable is and I found those. I knew those modifiers were on here somewhere. Reliable is a 0. Dashing is a plus 1. So Ron, you've got a +1. Mike, you're at a 0. Please roll a d10.
And my infamous low rolls are gonna carry over.
All right. So OJ, you've got the initiative. Again, under the rules.
Oh.
Again, you have you have earned your way to the initiative, which means you will now issue orders to your men, and you will now also prepare for their movement onto the table. So you've got 2 core, and you're going to want to take that piece, and you're going to want to put it right, whichever one of these you want them to do, and you're going to want them to put. I don't think you can write into the tooltip, but I would like you to try, please.
All right. So let me see here.
Oh, do we both choose orders at the same time?
Yeah, you might as well do your
one.
order. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you can flip the order over if you want to conceal it, but it's not that big.
Why, yes, I can put text into the tooltip.
Excellent. So then what I want to know is, if you are attacking, I want to know what the objective is for your guy.
Okay. So just for clarification, am I bringing on all of my troops at the same time,
absolutely.
or
all your guys?
Okay, and I can bring them. I don't have to bring them all on at the same point, correct?
Nope, sure don't. Any part of that base is fine by me.
All right.
And in any formation you so choose.
The first light cav is all part of the same corps, correct?
Correct. This is one thing that takes a little getting used to. This is all one unit.
Right, right.
So here we got we've got cavalry marching in, and again we got to check their classification. I keep forgetting about that. That's a light cavalry brigade. So a light cavalry brigade moving in road column is 15 inches, in column is 12.
As usual, just smack my hand if I'm doing anything wrong here.
No, I think you're doing fine. Now again, that order doesn't go just to him. That order goes to, not to Hiller, that's going to go to Ludwig. Everybody in Ludwig's, he's actually weak. Everybody in Ludwig's corps has to do the same thing.
Okay. Our town with no name.
That's Velkerheim.
Oh, this is?
That's Velkerheim. This over here is Little Velkerheim.
Okay. Ah, I see. Well, then we might as well clean up the orders to be more accurate.
Well, that's true. Grumbling about having nothing to grumble about. There's a long tradition of that too. Heaven knows the actual grumblers did that.
That Brant in disguise tonight?
It could be. Brant, are you secretly the grumbling grognard? Hethwill sent me a gif of people at I'm assuming it's Munich's Oktoberfest. This guy carrying those, he's got to be carrying 20 mass of beer. I'm going, how do those guys ever do that? Although it does make
They start training them young.
I guess. He does make me want beer right now. I will not lie.
All right. Does Ludwig's actual position matter too much?
Yes, it does. You cannot kill him.
Okay, that's what I thought.
You cannot attack him. But remember, if anybody is more than 12 inches away from him at any time, they are out of command and have to make a morale test to do anything. Okay, just to be clear, you brought these guys on in line, these guys in regular column, all these guys in regular column, right? That was your intention?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Making sure.
Yep. And I was just about to ask you if that was...
That's fine.
All right. So I'm looking at the chart here to see what I can...
Well, if light cavalry came in online, isn't that only 9 inches?
Ooh. Correct. You're going to have to back that bus up about 1.5 inches, Mike.
Okay. Beep, 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 beep,
I'm going to call that good
beep,
enough.
beep.
I'll call that good enough. Beep, beep. We'll keep an eye on that. That's almost...
Yeah, actually, that's within the
0.2 of an inch.
9.2. All
That's
right.
fine.
All right, I'll let it go. It's Austrians. It's okay.
Actually,
I was say we can clean it up some if we need
I'll
to.
cost him another 1/10 of an inch.
It's
as much
fine.
as
We're
Scoochie
learning,
bag.
so it's all right.
There we go.
I know.
There we go.
I just wanted to get used to the
Alright.
numbers, like when the
sure.
formations and stuff.
Yep.
That's all.
Yeah,
So that's going to be hard to bring on the second core here, just because there's so much of it.
Mm-hmm. It's part of the challenge. There's no doubt about it.
But what you could do, Mike, because you're on the road, right? Does that count still be on the road? You could roll 2d10.
You could force march, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I just suggested.
Just putting that out there.
All right. We need to put some tooltips on these bags to help remember which bag is got which.
Will do. That's a good thought. Sit here and do that while you're working.
So this is actually 2 divisions I have with
It's
with
actually-
Hiller's Corps.
Let me take a look.
It's actually 2 divisions I have with
Correct.
Hiller's Corps.
Correct, exactly.
Correct. Yeah.
But those divisional things aren't as consequential as the core itself.
Sure.
In that respect, it's a lot like Blucher, where, yeah, we observe that there are divisions there, but they're not as important as the core. And And we have words. There are no words there.
Let me know if I need to bring them down a little bit.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to, because, I mean, what formation are you coming
Yeah. A line.
Infantry in line is 3 inches.
Oh, to come on, they got to be in 3. All right. So we probably do need to bring them in column.
Yep.
Start with.
I would say so.
Yep. And is column just a single base?
Yep. Well, yes.
This.
Well, there are 2 forms of column. There's column and road column. Regular column is 2 by 2, and road column is this. You are in road column as we speak.
Yeah.
And regular column moves. I agree with Dalinar. We got to nail these distances down. That's 6 inches. Road column is 12. On the road.
All right. So basically there.
There we go. And Ron, have you indicated a destination on your order chit yet?
No, I'll do that now.
Okay. Just figured it'll pick up the pace once you get your stuff done. Once OJ gets his stuff done. I see a whole lot of columns now. Seems like a man didn't want to get caught in road column. I understand that.
These are not the Germans in World War One.
Ian, give me a break, man.
Okay, I wrote down destinations on my on my
Hey,
chips.
have you posted that fig with the Armchair Dragoons flag yet? I shouted you out earlier, by the way, for the wonderful job you did with the Baden troops. I really do appreciate those. They're very cool. They're on the table.
Yeah, it's a little bit more maneuvering, Mike. You know?
And the Vienna. And
The Vienna
Boys
conscripts.
choir.
That's Georgia. That shows you the Baden homies.
Sorry.
The Baden homies are these guys right here. Those are Haz's boys.
All right.
There they are.
So Jim, can I do something like this where one of the or third brigade's kind of angling off slightly different? Do I need to do a different order objective for them?
As long as you got to. I got to take a look at the order. Where's that order chit? Is that it here?
It's right here. Yeah.
You gotta. Well,
so I can be more descriptive.
It's got to be. Yeah, I mean that's fine. It's just you've got to be doing whatever you can to get there. As long as you're spending all your movement and you're getting there, I'm fine.
Okay.
You know.
All right. I need. All right. Move my dice roller over some.
There's a part of me that wants to do the thing where we kind of do a Where's Waldo with that fig to see who can spot it in every Napoleonic game. And one of the things for those who are going to play this in the Kriegsspiel, while I respect the maneuver, all the rules of Snappy Nappy and their orders, and they're critical, I'm also going to be looking at the rules you're writing and the communications you're sending to your commanders. What are you telling them? How are they expecting you to act? Because that's how they're going to evaluate you on did you fulfill their orders or did you try to, did you pull some fancy business, not to put too fine a point on it.
Hey, Jim.
Uh-huh.
My Jaegers don't have a flag.
That's right. I decided they would not have one. They because they're all Yagi.
Okay.
I did that was deliberate.
All right, just wanted to make sure.
Yep, I almost didn't because I figured they'd be out skirmishing. I almost didn't give the conscripts one, but then I found this Landwehr flag that somebody had done for the Austrians, and I like that a lot. And yes, off being all Yagi, that is a thing.
So I guess this is what I'm asking, Jim. Mm-hmm. So, and I know it doesn't matter that Ron hears or anything. So if I want a 3rd Brigade to make toward the hill here, do I need to specify that in the orders?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, you've got to give an objective to the corps. This game thinks in terms of corps.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
So if you
so it's the corps as a whole that's going to move. Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
If you wanted to spend some time parked over here at Kleiner Velkerheim, you could certainly do it. But right. If you're giving,
but it's going to be the whole corps,
right? Exactly.
Gotcha.
That's the order. Okay. That order is essentially being given to dude here, right? Now, let me also say, your order that you've given is consistent with parking him over here.
Okay.
Right? Because read what it says.
Right. Yeah. And I was just trying to be clear on how specific we had to be on the orders.
That's what we're doing.
So
I agree.
Because I think that the one that you've been doing with email, wasn't it where individual divisions could get orders?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. And that's why I was just trying to be clear. So
that's right. But again, because you've given a sufficiently flexible core order, there's nothing wrong with you don't have to give a separate order. You can just ship them out over there.
Okay. Yep.
It's really, if I'm numbering them, it's really orders 1, 2, and 3 that have to drive somewhere.
Say that again.
If you take a look on the chart.
Yep.
It's only the first 3 that really drive you somewhere. Defend, of course, defends a location. Okay. All right. So you're all set? You're on the table?
Yep. I got everybody. I don't see any other units.
You are on the table and moved. That takes us to non-initiative player firing and resolving morale checks. Obviously, there's none. There is then Mike, you would. Then there would be melee. And then we go back all the way to the top to 2, move and charge. That's you, Ron.
And of course, I'm going to have to get a little fancy with the maneuvering. Here we go.
You do what's right.
All right. Well, Ron's maneuvering. I'll be right back.
Well, I was wondering if anybody was going to try this.
Those weren't the first units I wanted to move on.
Always the Bavarians. So those are light horse. They're in column.
Furlong.
And they're in road. So that's 15 inches at the start of their movement. How far did you move them?
10.
All right, so you got 5 left. You're going to burn a third to deploy them into line. Got it. Well done. Hey, Bish. Yes, there is, by the way, there's another 30 Years War game on it. That was the second of two. And it's very nice to have you by. Thanks for subscribing.
Oh, so you see what my order was.
I took a peek.
Oh, okay.
I say the same thing to, it's...
They all basically came on as road columns and then just going back into formation.
Sure.
Column formation.
Makes sense. Well, except the horse who deployed into the line.
Right.
What's the matter with... Who raised you? Flags to the right, man. Tell your mom. Much better. I was like, I know I gave Mike guns. Okay. I didn't see them.
Yeah, he's got them.
It's like, I couldn't see the guns. Van Damme shows up, proudly associating himself with his Jaegers. Very nice. Oh, and this too, huh? Very nice. I so want to... Somebody commented very nicely about the Battlegrounds, the game series that was hosted by Edward Woodward. I so want to sit here. Dalinor is cleverly deploying his Jaegers towards Velkerheim.
Yes, I like the formation idea.
You know something else, Jim, that might be handy on here
What's that?
is a compass, so that if you're needing to give orders and you want to say, "Hey, I want to move my formation to the woods here."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Got it.
I don't know. Maybe
Nope,
you
nope.
don't. You know what I'm saying, though.
I do, and
I don't know if this is
actually-
north south.
That actually could become hugely important because we're basing this obviously on an actual map, and I'm going to do exactly that. That's a great suggestion.
That's
All
two.
right,
I'm done for the night. I
Good
gotta
night,
go to
everyone.
bed.
Good night.
See ya.
And I do have another question.
Sure thing.
The formation. Now, is that just the road part? Is that just road column or being on the road?
It is road column on the road. You have to
Oh,
have
it's road
both.
column on the road.
You have to have both to get the rate.
Okay. So then the other rate would be just the 6 then?
Correct.
If they're not on the road?
Correct. There's actually in the errata, Russ discusses at some length the debate that they had about trying to give them something somewhere in between if you were off-road but in-road column, and decided against it. I like it this way because I just think it emphasizes commanders in this period didn't get off the road. You know, and again, when you say dumb things like never, you get corrected, but it just didn't, it just wasn't a good tactical choice. It just wasn't.
And so what do? I put units off the road.
Well, but my point is, you're almost in contact with the enemy.
Right.
Although, let it also be said, given the scale of this game, the head of this column and the head of this column are a little under 2 miles apart, as the crow flies. The scale of this game is 12 inches a mile.
Just out of curiosity, while Ron's finishing up here,
Mm-hmm.
would this rule set work well with like a Civil War scenario? I'm just curious.
Yep, Russ has I believe he has a version for that.
Is he? Okay.
Oh, is it out? I didn't think it was out yet.
No, I don't think it's out. I think it's just available. Truthfully, though, Mike, for that period, I might actually recommend Bloody Big Battles, which is built for the age of. There's a Napoleonic variant for Bloody Big Battles that I don't care for because I think it gets cavalry wrong. But it's a great game. It's a great game, and the folks who play it are great fans, and it's got incredible support. And it's built for the battles of the middle 19th century, including, oddly enough, well, its big setup is Franco-Prussian War. Works very well for that obvious reason with the American Civil War. Borrows a lot from Fire and Fury. Which
You said bloody big battles?
Bloody Big Battles.
Bloody and they're big and they're battles.
Couldn't ask
And I am done.
Couldn't ask for anything else. Where are these Baden guys going? Smoking cigarettes back here?
Yeah, they're not on the board yet. They're not on the. They're still off the road.
Okay. We're going to hold off for them. Got it. So you're good?
I am good, sir.
All right, awesome. So then we're going to run through the rest of this drill, and we see that there is obviously no fires at 1 inch. Guns have a maximum of, got to start remembering all my numbers, got to get these into my head, 12 inches, 6 is one morale check, so nothing there. We would then go to rally, check supply, not issues, so we start over again. We start over at the very beginning. The first thing you want to do is think about if you want to change your orders. Order changes come from the commander and have to be sent from him to wherever you are. I'm letting you do them immediately if you want to do them. In a battle situation, if your commander is not on the table, i.e. Napoleon, you've got to take these initiatives yourself using these options here. Unless you can persuade him to send you a new order. So right now, I can see what all your orders are. I think they're all the same, which is kind of funny. Nope. Okay. Interesting. And okay. So do any of you wish to change your orders? Which I would let you do in a direct way. Or do you wish to keep
I
your
do.
orders? You do?
The French do.
The
At least
French
one of
do.
them do.
Then go right ahead. Do that. Because this is when you do it.
Now I don't have to go up or down. I could just choose any, right?
You can choose any. At this point, you can choose any. This does not work this way in the Kriegsspiel. I'm emphasizing that
Correct.
to the folks watching. In the Kriegsspiel, you're stuck. You're going to have to go back to Napoleon or Charles and go, "Hey, buddy, can I get a witness?"
Can you delete this one?
Got it. I know you can put your. Do you need a? Yeah, you're gonna have to put a thing in there. I need a little footnote from you. Little text. And then once that happens, we can do our die rolling. I think, Ron, you said you were a +1 and Mike was at a 0.
Correct.
Okay. It's going to matter a lot more when you guys are in contact. 6. Mike?
3.
All right, Ron, you have the initiative. Please continue. You're moving. And this, by the way, and Ron and Russ, I should say, is very clear about this in the rules. You notice you can get 2 moves in a row. If, just like the last battle, Ron went second. Now he's going first, so he gets to move twice, essentially, before Mike moves once. That's intended. going all the way to the top. Johnny Reb, I think, has been surpassed by Fire and Fury, though I still respect it. I love Fire and Fury. I love Ultra Freedom. It's just at such a radically different scale. And there's something I really do like about... There's something I truly like about breaking up the units like this and letting there be column, line, and square. I'm just... That's the part of me I can't let go, even though there is a measure of absurdity in it when you're maneuvering brigades. I stipulate. So those are some infantry in columns. What do you got, 6 inches, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you moved your... Oh!
Yep.
Oh, I missed that part. The Horses have occupied Velkerheim. Very good.
Yeah, and they only, since they hit Valkerheim, and that's, I guess it's a town, so it's considered rough, I only moved them their half movement, which is total of 6.
Correct. French sees Velkerheim in the early going. Okay, and yes, and you had your leader right there the whole time. That's very good, because we didn't check that, but considering you're within 12 inches of the back of the line, I'm pretty confident you were within 12. Actually, you're 18 too.
Yep.
So yeah, you were.
And he was right in the middle. So
yeah, you had all the space in the world. I'm reminding myself of these things because I want these turns to move very quickly. As I say, once we get into the Kriegsspiel rotation, what you just saw, the turn that just ended, that was an hour. So that'd be one of our turns. This would be in our second hour. So we're gonna clock things. Man, these battles, yeah, these guys can haul freight. It's very interesting. Now the tables also that I've built are bigger than this. I do, however, have to change all of the cities and all of the trees because Hethwil has done some very nice... As you can see up here, Hethwil has fixed these really lovely buildings so that they are now penetrable. They no longer obstruct. I love that, and they are very nice. Makes Velkerheim a classy joint. To both Ian and Bish, I really should become a rugby fan. I think that's just sort of my next logic. I tried the soccer thing, association football, it didn't work for me. I like it, but it never moved me along. I think rugby needs to be the thing for me.
You ought to try cricket.
I did.
Did
I
you?
was in Birmingham visiting a friend of mine during the Ashes. He's tried very, very hard and plied me with lots of beer trying to explain it to me.
Or darts. That was
I like darts.
always on too. When
Darts and snooker, man, I'm in. That I will play all day long, but in terms of watching, I'm thinking rugby.
it's easy to drink when you're playing darts, right?
Well,
That it is.
increases the risk of injury.
Not as much as the hatchet throwing that they do now.
Yeah, we got one of those places in town, and my office issues all the licenses in town. I'm sort of a bar pet.
Mm-hmm.
You go into any bar in Milwaukee, you'll see my signature somewhere. And a member of my staff came up to me and said, "Yeah, this place is opening." And I looked at the application and I said, "They want to open up a bar to do what? Why do they think axes and booze are a good mix?" Seems to be.
See here,
has-
the axe throwing places, you could bring your own booze. They can't serve it.
It has a following. It has a following.
What's interesting is I was traveling one time and it was on a competition, one of those axe competitions, and it's like darts. It's like some other sports where, like bowling, it's not so much that that you're good. It's really comes down to the first one that makes a mistake.
Sure. Well, that's contemporary bowling. You know,
Yeah.
It's the first guy not to roll a 300.
Yep.
Masena is doing a thing.
And there we go. I'm done maneuvering.
All right. Now, at this point, again, you would do your shooting. You would do your musketry. You would do your gunfire. You would do your melees. Mike would respond. None of that's happening because you're out of range. Mike, we're take it to the top of the turn. It's your maneuver.
All right.
I remind myself what that does. Cool. All right.
So these guys are not in road columns, so they get 6 inches, correct?
Correct.
Over here on the
These fellas here,
on
yeah,
hills.
6 inches.
Yep.
Now, the first thing we would check, are you within 12 inches? Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Very easily. Away you go.
I know I'm going wild here.
While he's maneuvering, I'll be back 1 sec.
Roger that.
Well, actually, with me, it'd be 2 secs.
I was going to say, man. I'll put that over
Yeah.
by, yeah.
Yeah, I was grabbing that. I just grabbed it by mistake when I. Now, does turning cost extra?
Yep. Turning
Okay.
is wheeling. You have to do it by wheeling, where you measure the outside movement. The way I've described it in this game is if you figure it out, it's if you give it, and you got to sort of remember that your pivot point is here. Oh, you can also, and remind me to mention this. I can't believe I forgot. You may oblique 45 degrees to the left or to the right when you move. You must face straight ahead, but you can oblique as you go forward.
Okay.
So, but a wheel is, this way basically.
Right.
And-
so if
and
I wheeled,
what you want to do is grab all of them. You got to grab all of them.
okay. I wasn't sure how well that would work.
It doesn't because you got to
Okay, so
remember.
I got 'em all.
You got to fudge it, and now hit your single turn to the right. That's actually not as bad as I thought it was.
No.
That's pivoting on that point. I don't know how that's happening, but I'm glad.
I think it's because that's the one that grabbed first, maybe.
Maybe, but that's a legit wheel. That's how that goes, and that was an inch. So you've got 5 left. Holy cow! We could get a bonus feature out of that.
Now you said I can.
Yep.
Go something like this, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Basically, there I'm at the base of the hill.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, I forgot to bring this Artie along. Now, since he's on a road,
He follows.
he
just follows the road. He just follows the
Right.
road.
basically, I mean,
But
basically he doesn't lose any.
You just got to do it in segments.
Gotcha.
So, here to there, and then that's an inch.
Yep.
Inch 2, and then you can turn him. There you go. And then stop, reset, and now do it again. There you go.
What I was doing is, since it didn't cost him anything to turn, he was just going to stay right there behind the infantry.
I get it.
That's
Yeah,
what
and
my
that's
point
6
was.
It's 6 inches either way. Yeah, they're both moving at 6, so that's cool.
Yep.
All right, I'm back.
I mentioned something.
You lost.
Yeah, you failed.
You're done.
I mentioned something to Mike that I did forget. By the way, wheeling seems to work. I'm going to copy one of these so I'm not messing with you guys. Wheeling seems to work really well for some reason. I'm a little disturbed how well it works. That's an actual wheel. Holy cow.
Now, did you grab this one
I did.
first?
I
Was
did.
that the closest? Yeah. So now do it again, but grab a different one first and see if it follows the pivot. Yeah.
No.
See there?
Does it? Is it?
No?
I don't
Yes.
Okay, so this
Did
was
you-
the one that you started. So
Yeah.
So go from the bottom.
All right, I'll try this. I'm gonna clear. Nope, it's not.
No, you're
Yeah,
pivoting
just-
on this point.
Yeah,
You put it on that point.
it's still doing.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Holy cow, we have legit wheels. Don't know why. Don't care. But Ron, the other thing I wanted to mention: when moving forward, you can't turn without wheeling, but you can oblique up to 45 degrees.
Oh, you can.
Yes.
Okay.
Obliquing.
Oh, I
is-
would have done that formation a little bit different then. Okay.
my
Go ahead, Ron. If
No, I
if
wouldn't have.
if you need to make
Actually,
an
no, I
adjustment,
wouldn't
go ahead.
Nah.
Okay,
I'm good.
that's fine.
I could adjust for my next maneuver.
All right, so these guys move. These guys move. What else you got, Mike?
Just the first brigade here.
All right, up they come.
I just love it when they're in
Yeah.
column formation. It looks so good.
Which one is that?
I said when they're in column formation, when they're moving
Oh, yeah.
in and stuff like along the road, it freaking looks cool.
Yeah.
All right,
It-
and then
it-
I
it-
got.
Like I say, this is why I went with the 4 bases.
How do you do the screenshot again?
It's F12.
F12. All right, so for my cavalry,
Mm-hmm.
moving across here, do I need to do anything special with them to get them across the bridge?
No, but it's just because you're not in road column, you're going to have to pay the penalty for dealing with rough ground. So it's half movement once you hit that. So you've got
Right.
in your base, and you're going to have to wheel too to get there. So
So I got
line,
9.
you've only got 9 inches to burn. So,
Right. So let's see if we can figure this out here.
What are you looking to have them do? Just follow the road.
Yeah, basically get over to about
So
here.
I mean, the thing is, you're gonna do this.
And actually, I kind of want them facing this general direction
Let's see how
here.
far you get here. That's 1-1. Now I was told somebody
Yep.
in the chat was suggesting that what's going on is it's pivoting off the bottom. See, now that's not a legit wheel, but that's another 2 inches for you. So that's 3.1.
Right.
So then we go here, and we're at
Now they have to funnel themselves across that bridge.
4.2. No, they can splash. They could have funneled, but they got a splash now. So that's 4.3. So that means they've got 5-7 left. So this costs double. So everything here costs double to clear.
Okay.
And that is almost exactly all their movement.
Okay.
That's it.
Dang horsies.
Well, it's being in line as opposed to everything else.
Right.
All right, bring up the
All right.
rear.
And these guys have 6 movement.
Affirmative.
All right, so we'll call that. So that's 3.
I want prize.
So face.
I want prize-winning mead. What's that?
So face. Yeah. So do I.
It's my birthday.
So facing.
It's
Oh, that's true. Jim deserves
Jim's birthday. I deserve prize-winning mead.
4.
Change of face costs movement unless you're in road column when you follow the road.
Right. But when you're doing the face changing, is it a certain amount of degrees that costs that half, or any facing?
Any facing, although you can turn all the way around for a half move.
Right. Okay, that's
you
what
can,
I'm sure.
you
Okay.
can you can also right flank. You can also just pivot to your right face. Any of those major moves, it's going to become an economy. My guess is it depends on the formation you're in,
Right.
for example,
like
if,
I'm looking at this line formation.
if you're in line, if you're infantry in line, you've got a 3-inch move. You can't wheel very far at all. So you might
not at all.
burn the half move just to face, and then you get to face
Right.
the way you want. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Well, no squeaky there. But...
Yeah, I got other squeak, squeak, squeak. Oh, I should have brought those rifles in from that one thing for the shots.
No, I would have. There's too many firings. Once we get into morale checks, it starts to. There's a lot of die rolling that happens.
Well, we could do morale checks with just the plain die, but the firing
part.
part.
You're getting something. I get it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
So that was
the morale ones. You got to have guys screaming.
Ah! All right, so that's it. That is it. So Ron went, you went. There's no shooting. There's no morale checks. There's nothing. This would have been now our third turn, so we'd be entering our third hour. Does anybody want to change orders?
I think I do.
All right, go right ahead then. Please do that.
Just change it right here on my text, right?
Yeah, change it. Just if you're changing your objective, yeah. If you're changing the type, you need a new marker.
Oh, yep, I do.
And I'll ditch your old one then for you. I labeled them for you.
I used it too.
Because I care.
Thank you, Jim. It's your birthday even, and you care and gave me a present.
Yeah, well, you made an excellent suggestion.
Yes, actually, now I also want to change my orders.
Now you want to do it. I understand.
Well, no, I had to read the orders first, but yes.
Yeah, that's the other thing, and it definitely takes some getting used to.
Okay. I think I'm ready.
All right.
This one goes away.
This one is gone. Very good. What did you do, Ron? I gotta check what you guys did so I know what I'm looking at. Got it. And did you put down? Yep, you did. Excellent.
Yep.
Very good. Ah, interesting. Okay, that's legit. See, that's perfect. That's a great example for the folks playing later. That's the kind of stuff I like to see. Makes very clear what you're on about, what you're obligated to do and not do. All right, so +1, +1 and -1, I believe, is our. Oh, no, +1 and 0. Sorry, Mike versus Ron for initiative, third hour.
What'd I get?
2.
A whole mighty 2.
Ooh, Ron, you're up.
Yay!
Forgot already what you did. Okay, there it is.
All right, I'm going to start with this column here. Half by movement, because the movement would be 12.
Yep.
To face change.
12 or 9 in column. It is. He's in line, isn't he?
Yeah, isn't he light cavalry?
Yeah, he's light cavalry in line. Light cavalry in line is 9 inches.
Oh, line, yes, 9 inches.
So 4.5.
All right, 4.5. And now I'm going to move 4.5.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Well, actually,
he's peeking out.
Actually, the movement would be actually half, wouldn't it? Half of the half.
Yeah, that's right.
In town.
2.25. You're right. They can see you. They see you peeking out.
It's the French. Run!
It's the Gallic Eaters. Wait, that's me. Hang on.
There's quite an extensive chat going on about mead, different flavors.
You say they could go oblique with their movement,
Affirmative.
like that way.
Show me. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Diddy dee dee. Hey, Mike, I think he's doing something with respect to Velkerheim.
Yeah, I do too. They're digging their own grave plots, I think. Save Ian Jackson some work. Okay, so artillery C range chart for D10 and ranges.
Yeah, we're gonna reduce Velkerheim to kindling.
Well, no. I was looking at this before you comment. I was just trying to see what the range of artillery was.
Just to let you know, he only moved 2 inches, so
Yep.
he has 6.
Yep.
And I'm face changing. Ah, that's
That's
not
not
what I
fair.
wanted
Yeah,
to do.
good. That's bum rushing. That's bum rushing the Bavarians. That works.
Oh, that kind of put me off to the side.
Yeah, would you scoot yourself back where you are? Now you've done it. See? You got to keep track of little stuff like that. No, sir, we do not want to go with you. Why do you make us go?
Yeah, no.
We want to make toys. It's one of my favorite episodes of Hogan's Heroes, where it's discovered that Sergeant Schultz, I think, is the head of the Schatzi toy making company.
And Clink worked for him, I think, didn't he?
No, Clink didn't know. Clink didn't know that he was. He's like, wait a minute, you own Schatzi toys? Jawohl?
Okay.
And so suddenly he's all sucking up to him because he thinks the war is over. That we will go back, back in the day when a German concentration camp was funny.
Yeah.
And a cast that had at least, I think, 3 Jews on it. Like,
Yeah,
that's a
both Clink and Schultz were.
And so is LeBeau.
I see. Okay, I didn't know who the third was.
Yeah, Werner Klemper.
I think Schultz. I think the
John Banner.
guy who played Schultz. Yeah, he lost his whole family. I think is what I was reading not too long ago.
That doesn't surprise me. Curious to see what you're going to do here.
Yeah, John Stanley corrected you. It's a POW camp.
Okay, I get it. It's a Stalag. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Is it a concentration camp?
It's not a. You're right. It's a POW camp. You're right. I of course am wrong. As funny as Rat Patrol. Rat Patrol is inadvertently funny. I think I've seen every episode of both Rat Patrol and Combat. So. And certainly every episode of Baba Black Sheep.
Oh yeah, I got them all on Blu-ray.
Oh, that's available on Blu-ray. I did not know that.
Yep. And so is the movie, the original movie.
Ooh, very cool. There are a lot of episodes of Combat I discovered.
Yes.
Viewers.
We allowed to take measurements between ourselves
Absolutely.
for my unit. Okay.
By all means. All pre-measurement is
I figured-
allowed.
This isn't like Fletcher Pratt where you have to just eyeball everything and guess.
Yeah. Hey, Tuna. How you doing, man? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, these are Army units. They're not very good at guessing distance.
I had a friend of mine, in fact, a very, very dear friend of mine, is now a psychologist at Great Lakes Naval. And he is involved with the induction guys. He's actually considering using Fletcher Pratt for some of the guys to help relieve stress for some of the guys. I taught him about it, and he may well watch us on Saturday to try to get an idea about it. Spread the love. Where do you move it at? Where's the moving going on? I'm missing it. Oh, there it is. If I didn't know better, it would seem that these Baden guys are intending to shoot.
You said your buddy's down there at
Great Lakes.
NTC Great Lakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
went
didn't-
through there over 30.
Great mistakes.
I went through there over 30 years ago.
I was unaware that it is now the last induction center in the U.S. Navy.
Is it? So they
That's
closed
why I
down
went
San
to-
Diego
And
and
whatever.
Orlando?
Yep.
Yeah, I went there actually. That was my boot camp. Was Great Mistakes.
My goodness.
I did my boot camp there, and I did my seaman apprenticeship stuff there.
So many of my friends are squids. It's so delightful.
My advanced training school though was in San Diego.
Okay. My former deputy was CPO, and he rotated out of Great Lakes, but he did all his training out in San Diego.
My advanced training school was in El Paso, Fort Bliss.
Oh boy. Fort
Yeah, I went
Mu-
to Bliss before I went to Iraq on my second tour.
Fort much missed. Please not this.
I was in the Navy attached to a Marine training unit at Fort Bliss.
Oh, there you go.
Sure, if somebody could have figured out how to squeeze the Air Force and Coast Guard in there, it would have been complete.
A full set.
You may. I don't think I have any shooting. I'm done moving.
No, you'd have you at this point. Remember, it's what the nice thing about this game.
It's 1 inch.
It's 1 inch, so I'm pretty sure.
I also got
there's
my
no-
artillery.
But yeah, and then you got to look at your guns, but that's only 12 inches. So
A little closer.
There's jokes in there about Ron thinking what's a 1 inch.
Uh-huh.
the story
All
he
right.
the story he tells others. Mike, it is your part of hour 3.
All right.
Thanks. Pick on the triple.
That's true. Well, you can't. It's not like you're going to be able to run after him and punch him. Or anything.
I know. Easy target, I know.
And let's see, going up the hill reduces movement, correct?
It does. That's half.
Yep.
Holy
half.
cow! We get one more viewer. I got to ring the 20 bell.
I'm here.
Yay.
I'm zooming in.
That's
And
ridiculous.
I'm not even watching.
For a birthday game.
Well, it's my birthday game. That's true.
Oh,
I'm getting...
oh, oh, oh.
Oh, you know what? I just forgot. We gotta sing Happy Birthday.
No, no, you don't. The
No, I really don't.
just check the book, and it said no, you don't.
I believe it's in the rule book. It's right
It's
there.
in
at
there.
the
Is it
bottom.
in fact in the rule book? Yeah, this has a great sense of maneuver to it. I kind of like it.
Yeah. And then the formations and everything else, I do like it.
Yeah, doing well so far by me. Hope it works well for the Kriegsspiel.
Just I can't believe the name Snappy Nappy.
Well, and Russ talks about that in his errata. He says, I wanted to make very clear. He said so many Napoleonic games, and he's not wrong. Pick these grandiose titles. From Valmy to Waterloo. Empire.
True.
Shoot, even Blucher, or Grande Armée, Volley and Bayonet. He wanted to say, I'm different, which is why he puts, and you'll see this if you buy a hard copy, he put this weird impression, or Picasso-esque, Cubist-esque photograph or painting on the front cover, as opposed to a more dramatic, traditional picture. He was trying to say, this book is different. I will also say it's probably the funniest rule set I've ever read.
I heard there's some really good stuff in there.
His commentary is good. He makes clear why he's doing what he's doing, and I respect that. Oh, there's the squeaky. There it is.
I never went anywhere near 6 inches,
No.
that's why I wasn't getting.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's why I wasn't being
I was
too.
not sweating that.
No, I know.
That's right. I'm watching.
Just if
very
anybody was
closely
watching
there,
and seeing what I
Austria.
was doing.
Yeah, we were gonna say, this cracked me up though. Our guy Hethwill. My gosh, I'm having a problem. Our guy Hethwill, good dude. Our Portuguese commander from our Game of Fighting Sail. He's the one that designed these for hexes right here. This new terrain. And when I took apart one of his hexes, I discovered he had left the name on it. That's right. This is from Royth. So the Pig of Royth is on this battlefield, as he always must be.
Yeah, that's great. I like those farm fields.
I do too. I do not actually have a 20 bell. That's the problem.
Well, you have a naval bell. Might as well use it.
That's true. I forget which anniversary Mother bought that for me for. I have a Navy ship's bell engraved for my anniversary.
I think it's 25.
Oh, nice.
I think.
No, it wasn't 25th. We're married 25 years this Christmas. I like, if you mean Old Trousers, the rules, I actually like them because Old Trousers explicitly in the rule book says that it's based on the Kriegsspiel, which is awesome. Which is my favorite.
Let's see here. So I changed these guys' orders over here.
You did. Now, you know what that means. It means you got to stay within a radius of this.
Right.
I believe that is 6 to 12, right? I don't know what that even means, but... No, 12 inches, yeah. So, you're good.
So smack my hand if I'm going to do anything wrong here.
I'm watching. I'm watching.
Can I
you.
just smack your hand anyway?
No, you may not.
Yes, you can.
Hell?
Bad monkey. Oh, she's got the bell.
You
Right.
have to take the bubble wrap off the clapper.
Can I
I
move
still
these
have
guys
the bubble
into?
wrap.
Okay, can you, they can... How many inches was it before you made contact with the river?
Well, the front unit was already there. These guys
they're
were already there.
Okay, so that just takes...
Yeah,
That's half
so-
their move.
Okay.
Or I should say... Forgive me, 1/3 their move. So they were in column, infantry, so they have 4 inches left.
They're not going to go anywhere else.
All right,
Is-
very good. Then
They're going to stay right there.
All right.
Yep. That looked probably about
I
right.
think that's great. Mike.
All right. So that was one.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, what I want to do at this point with them.
Is surrender?
Yeah, that
Not-
particular
Ah!
that particular unit is going to surrender.
I probably can't do that yet. Yeah, they're too close. It's fine.
Does make things interesting for maneuvering, right, Mike?
Uh-huh.
There you go.
So that was 3-4. Moved into the trees, though. That reduced their movement some more, I believe.
Yep, that's double move. Those are double moves, so that's it.
Right. Yep. Yep. And if I need to move him back some, that's fine.
Yep. No, you're fine. I think he's fine.
Okay. I'm just moving Ludwig over here a little bit out of the way.
Yep.
Three.
Now, the leaders themselves do not have to be attached to a unit.
They do not.
Okay.
Was that okay? How I
Yep.
moved
Yep.
moved the
I
volunteers?
watched the whole thing. You took a 1-inch turn,
Yep.
moved 3, and then that's 4, and then of course you had a third left to do your formation change. Perfect. Perfect.
And he'll have to stop about there for now, which is fine.
Mhm.
I don't have to do anything with the cavalry, correct?
No, sure don't. You are fulfilling your orders right now.
That's like cavalry I have, yes, it is.
Yep. You both. None of you have heavy.
Yep. Okay. Just seeing how far away they are. Okay.
Close-ish.
And that's everybody.
Groovy. Cool. That would take us to the end of the third hour. Very well done. So perhaps if we said this was a 3-hour turn, we would stop now. I would label the table, but we're not going to stop. We're going to keep going because this is exciting. Does anybody want to change orders?
No.
Not at this point.
All right, let's roll for initiative. +1 to 0. Mike, you've
Ooh.
got it. You're up. Movement.
All right.
The second of our double moves here in the 4th hour.
All right. All right. Let's see if I can do this.
All right. Oh, dude ain't funnin'. Okay. Yep. Well, the rules are these.
Well, actually,
That
when you change
workable?
facing, you change facing was cost you 6,
One.
which is half your formation, and you only
No,
can move up to 6.
he actually wheeled.
Oh, that's wheeled?
I took that as a wheel. Which
Okay.
well, wait. Let's go. Let's put him back where he
Well,
was. We see what he wants to do.
okay,
Let's talk
that's
through
fine.
it. That's
So,
that's
so,
super cool.
so I'm in line formation, which
Which-
gives me 9 inches.
9 inches
correct?
a move. Yep.
Yep, okay.
If you were to change formation, that's half. But if you wheel, it's 3.
Ah.
Right, and I was doing a wheel.
Okay.
Basically, I was just trying to get to the point that I boink into your guys' there.
You want to go here? Because that's only 2. But I still don't know. Holy cow. No, that's short. You got 7
Well, the
inches.
wheel was 1, right?
No, it's 2.
Oh, I thought the wheel was 1
No,
inch.
it's per click basically.
Oh.
Yeah, it's 1 inch per
Okay.
click.
Oh, I
So do
get
I
that
even?
now.
So do I even need the wheel though? Is the other question.
Where are you gonna go?
Because you get the 45, right? But I see what you're saying because then I
you
wouldn't
gotta
be facing.
You have to charge in a straight line. I don't. Do you have to charge?
Okay, and that's fine.
I think you do. Hang on a second.
I was more
I get to
or less
shoot you
just trying to figure
first.
this out.
Oh yeah, you're no. That's exactly right, Mike. Is that there absolutely is this business about making sure.
Honestly, I
that's
don't
right.
even know if. Yeah, I wasn't even sure if I really wanted to do it per se, as opposed
Sure.
to just
No, I get it.
is this a legal move?
Right. I mean, you might as well learn it now.
Let's see here, Char. You may not change facing and charge. You may wheel, but they must start out within 45 degrees of your front. I think he did.
Which I believe these
Oh,
guys do.
yeah,
Yeah,
easy.
definitely.
So you
Yeah.
can you don't have to, Mike. You can oblique straight into that combat. You're gonna have to measure it though. I just want to make sure you're hitting them.
Yeah, it's fine. They were right there.
I'm fairly confident you are. That's too much. You're gonna have to back up. You can only go 7. Or that's right. It's 9. What am I saying?
Why can I?
I'm dumb.
Yeah, it's 9.
I'm dumb. So that's it. You got him. So that's a hit. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go like this, and you're gonna go like this.
Okay,
All right, that's done. For
had to
now.
get some action going there, Ron.
That's all
Get the
right.
audience
It's all
something
right.
to
That's
to
fine.
cheer for.
Some of the
or-
audience something to see. All right, keep on moving, because this isn't
All
gonna
right.
come up till a little bit later.
Right. Right.
And I want to give Russ a lot of credit. He's got something a lot of rules don't have: an index.
Nice.
And the change formation was a 3rd, right? Oh, yeah, there it is. A 3rd. I take it the artillery at some point, Jim, will have to be up here beside these guys somewhere.
Correct. You can never fire over your own guys or other guys.
Yep. Come a little bit there. Not. Do that again. There we go. No. Yeah. Should be fine. All right. I'm done.
All right, here's the deal. A couple of questions are going to pertain. Ron, you may attempt. You have two choices here. Okay, first thing. This unit is going to get to shoot in support. This, and mind you,
Right.
it's this base. It is not
Right,
the whole
it's-
unit.
Right.
This guy does. This guy does not. It's the adjacent. Second question: do you wish to attempt to form hasty square, or do you want to fire at him in line?
Hey, Jim, real
I'm
quick,
gonna-
has sent you a message in Steam. I don't know if it pertains to what we're doing here. If you,
I suspect what he sent me was the link to that fig, which I do want to see. I don't see it.
okay, and that's fine. That's fine. I just
That's
didn't know
awesome.
if he was
Yeah.
not wanting to publicize a rule question or something for.
I am
Cool.
gonna fire in line.
You're gonna take him in line, see what happens. Okay, cool.
Yep.
You are firing again at the whole unit. You have 1, 2, 3 bases firing at him. All right, we're going to look at our fire, because now this is where firing occurs, parenthetically, in case you hadn't gathered. This is that part of the turn where we say non-initiative player fires and resolves morale checks. So firing. What is the ranking of these units? Are they the same? This unit is seasoned, that unit is veteran, so they're different. You have 1 die veteran and 2 die seasoned. So we'll start with those seasons. How's that?
Okay.
And they get 1d10 per stand, but they're obviously in the max range in the arc. They are seasoned. They need a 7+, but we see, let's see, anything here? Nope. Nope. I see nothing. All right, you've got a 2d10 for a 7+. And that's 1.
Got one.
That's 1 hit. And your other one you said was veteran.
Yep.
That's 1d10 for a 6+. So you've got 1 hit so far. All right, no. So 1 hit
dang it.
total. Now we're going to take a look at some morale checks. What is your troop type? What is your quality of those horse, Mike?
Veteran.
They are veterans. That's a 5+. Do I see any modifiers? I see none. So you're going to roll. You have 1 hit, Mike, that you have to roll off. You begin as bold, which is never marked. Roll 1d10. You must roll a 5 or better. You do
2.
not. Your men now are firm. They now roll again. You must roll a 5 or better.
8.
They do. All right. So you have dropped to firm, but they close. So I come in here. And I mark them as firm. All right, you'll notice now we're still not going into those melees, right? Because the next thing that happens is the initiative player fires and resolves any morale checks. I don't think you have any firing to do.
Correct.
You do not. Okay, so we move on, and now we resolve melees. That is a, here we are. It's going to be a 1d10. What are our modifiers? Your guys, you said, are seasoned, right, Ron?
Correct.
And his are veteran, right, Mike?
Yes.
So that's a +4, +6. Here's where the problem's going to come in. Because this is cavalry, actually, there's nothing there, and it's not heavy cavalry charging. It is not. And it's not against a square. So it's just it's a 1d10 +4 for Ron +6 for Mike.
Well, isn't the morale also? Because my morale is morale.
Okay,
Build
hold it,
+1.
Hold it. Ah, yes, you remain bold. You get a +1. Thank you. Good. So that's, you get a +5. Correct. So Mike rolled a 15. Oh, man.
And I rolled a 15.
And that's a 15. So what do we see? In the balance, both units have to make a morale check. So, Ron, why don't you take yours first? I believe you said you were seasoned. You need a 6 or better.
Nope.
They drop. You are now firm. 6 or better. Dude,
No.
you are now nervous. You must back 1 inch away from the enemy. Here's the problem. You're going to pass all the way through him, just like you would think. He's going to have to take a morale check. You are now nervous. Let's see here. Any modifiers for being nervous? No, it's only panic. That's 1. So you need that 6+ now. There you go. So you are nervous.
And then these guys have to take an MC now?
Well, first of all, Mike does.
Oh, okay.
All right, and I needed a
5.
5+.
5+, remembering you start out as firm. No.
Missed.
Okay, and do you have a leader attached? You do not. But if you did,
No.
that would have been a casualty check.
Okay.
So, but now you now too are nervous. You go back 1 inch facing the enemy. So clearly you will not be charging. It's 1 inch pretty straight. Pretty straight. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so now you're nervous. Roll
Yep.
again, please.
7.
All right, you're fine. So you've stopped it nervous. All right, now these guys, they are veterans. With veterans, they have to take a check at 5 or better.
Oh, sure.
They drop to firm. Roll again. They're fine. But they do drop to firm. They didn't like those guys running right through them.
No, they did not.
Disrupted their nice marching columns.
You did.
Yeah,
These horses,
they're
these horses
just
came
coming up.
And again,
being
the thing
parade.
I like about Snappy Nappy, I understand what happened. Right? These guys are in line. They fired a volley off. They hit them, but they didn't cause any damage. But when the melee hit them, there wasn't this, it was a pretty strong push me pull you, and they wound up bouncing off each other. I like that.
Yeah.
That's credible. Okay, so that's it. That's all the melee. Now, since we are done with the melee combat, if any, we now go back. I believe it was Ron. It is your turn. So now you move, charge, and then do all your other stuff. Remember now, I want to just check this. Remember the consequences of your maneuver order. I'm going to stick you with them.
So, Jim, while he's thinking about that, if we were doing an actual Kriegsspiel game,
Yep.
to have changed my orders for these guys right here
Yep.
at the bridge, how far in advance would I have had to have issued that order?
Well, first of all, you're going to have
Just
to
roughly. I know it's not exact science, but
you would have to get that order change from Napoleon, or in your case, from the Archduke Charles.
right.
So you would need to get that, and what that's going to do, it's going to go blazing off at double the speed of light cavalry in road column. So it's going to go wherever it's going, and I'm not going to tell you where that is, but it's going to go wherever it's going at 30 inches a turn. So it's going to go a good distance, but it's got to get to him, and it's got to come back. So you're talking hours. That's why it's important to get, and in a Kriegsspiel vibe, it might well be your intention is to hold this crossing for a long time.
Right.
In a Kriegsspiel setting, that's not an unlikely outcome.
I'm trying to figure out how to maneuver away from with my orders.
I think so. I believe, Tommy, and I feel this very strongly. I always have, ever since I studied the Kriegsspiel, that formed infantry that stands. I know you can fire 3 rounds a minute, but can you stand? That formed infantry struck to the front that is allowed to deliver a volley will not necessarily be run over the way most people think. And especially that's light cavalry. Had it been heavy cav, had it been heavy, you're talking about what? A +4, which starts putting you into that. And remember, the only reason that it wound up being both sides taking a morale check is because they both happened to roll a 15. It's a pretty unlikely outcome.
Tommy's asking, but after retreating, they can move back into line next turn.
Well, they are in line. They're here. The problem that Ron's got is his order, and I'll show this to the crowd. It's not a secret.
Yeah.
His
go ahead.
order is maneuver, which means he's got to stay 6 inches away from you, Mike.
Okay.
Until he changes that order, he's got to get out of there.
Yeah. And
And
I'm trying-
that's
and
where
I
the
can't go
Kriegsspiel.
backwards.
Well, if you go backwards, there's actually an extensive explanation of how Russ wants that done. You got to turn around and turn your back to the enemy.
Right.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah, go ahead, do
So-
that, Ron. Go.
It's no doubt a problematic situation.
And that's where the Kriegsspiel rules come into play, right? Because he's in a maneuver rule or order right now. If for him to get out of it, he's got to wait for Napoleon to get him orders, which could be 3, 4, 5 turns down the road.
Right. Now remember, the French have the ability in their order change turn they've got the ability to go up in order. Austrians
Okay.
don't.
Oh, damn it. I forgot about that. I could have done that before.
He's got the ability
So they can.
he could go to screen.
Right.
And you couldn't have done it before his move run.
Right,
You've got to
right.
do it at the start of the turn, so don't be too harsh on yourself. Oh, there you go. Oh, I see. Your chant. Got it.
Yeah, the 180 was half of their turn points. Is that right?
Yep. That's a change of facing.
I just wasn't. I wasn't looking at the sheet. That's
That's
what I was remembering.
Homie.
Ah!
Whoa!
Why you gotta
Hey!
mess with the toys?
Belkerheim is
It's filled
being
with-
filled already. Back to France. Go back to France.
Yeah, there's a lot
Drink
of-
your swill.
That's an awful steep. What exactly are you doing?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what
I'm
to
not
do with
laughing
this
at you,
line.
Ron. I wasn't laughing at you, Ron. I was just laughing at Jim's.
I'm not
whole
sure.
reaction.
I'm not sure that a legitimate argument can't be made that those guys can be there to get you out of that situation. That if they stay put, that's fine. I'll defend that.
Yeah, because I can't.
I mean, you're stuck, right? You know, because
Yeah,
otherwise,
basically.
yeah, and it's he's got you pinned, and you're making a good faith effort to get these guys out of here. But until you can get your orders changed, you're going to have to defend.
Right.
You're not. It doesn't. I don't think the argument is that you're supposed to be defenseless. They're not on that order, are they? Oh, I see. Never mind.
Yeah, it's these guys. I'm trying to move these guys now. Now, what's the 45 at? This far corner or
For which?
whatever? Which one?
You're charging
For the
this guy?
horses.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about? Yeah, you got to imagine it's like this. You got him. That's going to be a flank hit, too. Turn to face. Conform.
I don't want to conform. Why are you making me conform?
Hey, you can't. You don't. How do you expect to get your pudding if you don't eat your meat? Come on now.
Oh, you got to match one. Oh, I thought you had to go center. Okay. And that's for my orders.
Oh yeah. Hey, Hez. Cool, and thanks for that, Hez, by the way. Yeah, no, I understand completely where you're coming from, Tommy. It's interesting. I'm also going to ask, I'm going to send Russ this link and show him this particular exchange and say, did we do this right? Especially from a perspective of what do you do if there's a maneuver and the guy charges you? You're making good faith to fulfill your order, and then that happens. Meanwhile, back at the castle, and Martha, having decided to take a walk in the woods, is lying in a ditch at the edge of town. Forgot all about these other Austrians. Oh, I mean, you got.
Let's step away for just
No,
2 minutes. I'll be
I
right
was
back.
checking if the cannons were within my orders. That's why I was just checking.
Oh, okay. So you had boatloads of space, man.
Yeah, because it was well, we can show everybody. It's a defend order.
Yep.
So it's had to be within 12 inches. So I just wanted to make sure the cannons were within 12
He's got to be guarding Velkerheim.
All right.
You got
That's
a
it?
melee. That's a melee. You can't shoot him. He's not close enough. As a consequence, you're just going to get to melee him. He's not going to like the way that comes out.
No.
Gotta wait for him to come back, though. This gun have a shot by any chance?
Oh, I wanted to see. Yeah. Yes.
Ooh.
12 inches.
Is it? Is it?
You're 11.5.
It
11.6. 11.8.
is,
Yep.
yes.
Nice.
What sort of guns you got there? Those are sixes. Those are dainty guns. Those are dainty and wee.
Oh, and they can't fire at 12 inches if they're light.
No, yeah, you don't have 12-inch range. Only your 8s and 12s do that.
So maybe this one?
I don't know. Which one where? What do you got? Do you have a shot?
I think so.
That's a heavy gun. It's
That's 11 inches.
while he's coming back, this is the time to learn about line of sight, I think.
I'm back.
Well, you got a melee. We're checking to see if he can shoot at you anywhere. We're gonna check that. Gonna check it. Line of sight. Remember it being very, very generous. As with much else in this game. It's terrain. Charge responses. Firing. There we go. We're going to go for it because I think it'll be interesting just to see what happens. You're firing heavies. What's the range?
12 inches.
So
I mean, 11 inches.
11 inches. So 1d10.
So
Yeah.
I'm sorry, real quick.
Yep.
Why are these? So foot artillery is heavy. Is
It's
that right?
the 8 pound. It's the 8 pound thing.
Oh,
8 and 12.
oh, okay, I see.
Threes
Oh,
and
no, no,
like-
that's fine. I just
no, that's a fair question. 3s and 6s.
No, yeah, because we tried over here because I have 6-pounders over here. They're light, so you guys are out of my range.
okay.
So these are your heavy guns, and so you got a 1d10, and that's not going to get it done because they're veterans.
Nope.
So again, it was veterans. They needed a 6+. None of these things are true. And it would
There
have
was
been
a minus
They're
2
all
because they're
true.
in rough terrain.
They're in rough terrain. That would have been that too. So, yep, no
Yeah,
hit.
I'm rough ground, yeah.
Boom, boom, but no
Okay.
hit. But that takes us to our melee.
No ammo, might as well give it a shot.
Oh yeah, free stuff. So we've got veterans versus veterans, lights versus light, but there's a flank going on here. That means everybody's gonna roll that 1d. Is there either of them at a lower morale? Oh yes, but I don't think he's that low.
Yeah.
He's firm.
Mike is nervous.
No, he's firm. Oh, he is nervous.
No,
Wow.
he
didn't
should be
get-
nervous. He
I
backed
gotta
up.
be-
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I gotta be super careful. I didn't get them both. I gotta watch that. All right, so he's nervous. Most serious. So what do we know about nervousness? But they're both veterans, so that's a +6 both ways. The morale, that doesn't affect morale, but you're bold, right, Mike?
No,
no, Ron is.
no,
I'm sorry, Ron
no.
is bold.
I'm bold. I'm very bold.
You're very bold, I can tell. And where's our flank? There it is. Ooh,
Plus-
-8. That's a hurty thing. So, Mike, you're at a -2. You are at a -2. Ron, you are at a +7.
All right.
Wow.
16.
Yeah, that's a good number.
I got 1d10, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
6. So 16 to
8.
6, that's a difference of 10. Difference of 10. Triumphant. Loser drops 1 status and has to take a morale check. So your current status was nervous. You drop to disrupted. Back 1/2 column move facing the enemy. So what we're gonna do-
Get out of here.
So what we're going to do here first is I have to change you to
Not,
disrupted.
not you, Dad.
That's awesome. So you're gonna head over this way, Mike, in a full column move, and you wind up facing
This
Ron.
way?
Oh, you're moving away from Ron, and you are light
Go
cav
away.
in column 12 inches. Pretty much straight though. Put him down here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's half column move, so it'd actually be 6 inches.
Oh, is it half? Sorry. So 6, and get him even down here.
Yep.
A little more. Keep him coming. There we go. Got him. 6 inches.
Adam?
Yep. And now you owe a morale check.
There we go.
He is a veteran. He is.
Yes.
All right. He is veteran, ergo.
Disrupted.
5+. But I don't think there's any modifier yet for you on those things. Yep.
2.
Oh.
They are panicked.
Ooh,
He is
panicked.
Now a full column move away. Now it is 12 inches, and you must look the wrong way.
Right there for a starting spot.
Yeah, that's good. 12 inches you go. And now you must check one last
Bye,
time.
dirty cavalry.
One last time to see if you stick around.
They're going back to Vienna.
He's gone.
Yes, they are.
They're gone.
All the way out and gone. So
Oh,
that's
take them
how
off, right?
Yeah, you can just put them on the side there. That's how a unit vanishes in this game. Just like that.
Poof.
There's not a lot of subtle to it. So he's gone.
And that flank shot is deadly.
Oh yeah.
The flank smacking.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's the thing.
Which makes sense.
I want to give Mike a lot of credit. I really do, for showing us what combat looks like. It's a demo game anyway, but it's an example of what happens if you hang it out there. Somebody's going to hit it.
Yeah. Well, and just to be fair, if I would have got my morale check after I hit your infantry,
Yep.
correct me if I'm wrong,
yeah.
Jim, but I could have kept on going into his column units at that point.
No, at that point you do stop. You don't continue, but you would have won the melee.
You do stop. Okay.
Yeah. There's no
Okay,
break. There's
gotcha.
no breakthrough. So all
All
right. So that was all part of Ron's doing. So he did his firing. He did his melee. So that would take us to the next turn. So this would actually, because Mike did have the first turn, this would take us to turn 5. All right. So do either of you want to change your orders?
Yes.
I figured you might. In the big Glockenspiel. That's funny. There will be in the Kriegsspiel modeled aide-de-camps. That is going to happen.
Honestly, that cavalry charge, I just had my inner Velker
That
pop
was it.
out.
Yeah, Velker
Yeah,
rode,
I
Velker
can see
rode
that.
with you. Don't doubt that.
Well, I'm always with the Allies.
Yes, and he's always with the
Hey,
Allies.
Jim.
Yes.
Up here at the cemetery, I put my old order. I changed orders over
Okay.
here. There you go.
Appreciate that.
I'm not allowed to delete. I'm not privileged enough.
I don't even know. I don't even know how to do that. To be honest, this one's gone. Okay.
You can promote if you right click on our names on the top right.
Ah, okay.
I think there's an option there that you can promote.
Somebody gets a wish. 3 sneezes.
Yeah, my wife, her allergies are kicking in.
It's that time. It is that time.
I was talking to a coworker and a customer today up in the New England area, and they said that with the masks that they have to wear all the time, that they don't think their allergies are as bad right now.
Oh,
this time of year as they normally are.
Well, I work indoors, so between that and the masks, it's been much better than it is historically. I don't know if there's causal relationship there, but I certainly feel it.
Yeah. I know Japan said this last spring that when they noticed after they went to their mask order that their influenza cases went down
Well,
also.
I will tell
quite a
you,
bit.
I'm going to get my flu shot. Don't get me wrong. I believe in that. But it
Right.
does strike me with everything we're going through, how are any of us going to get the flu? You know,
Yeah, true.
it's like we're all
Well, that's what they were talking about on the
I went
news.
to the doctors for my knee.
Yeah,
Just
no,
went to
I
flu
mean,
shot,
I'm
I was
gonna
like,
get
yeah.
mine. Don't get me wrong, I'm not stupid, but it does strike me that with all the stuff we're doing, how could we possibly get the flu?
I know, right? Kids not being in school and
Yeah.
everything else.
Yeah, because
The problem is though, is the flu shots only give you vaccination against what 2, maybe 3
Right,
strains
that's
of the
true.
flu.
Right,
You could-
exactly.
can draw
And
crap.
sure enough, this is going to be the year that you're going to that the strain's going to be something that the vaccination wasn't for.
No, I get you. All right, so it's initiative time. +1 for Mike, or +1 for Ron, 0 for Mike. I think you can start to see where the initiative matters.
I'm sorry, what was that, Jim?
I think you can start to see where the initiative matters, I guess. So that's a 7.
7.
Roll
7
them
to
again,
7.
please. Roll them again.
Ties, we should move at the same time.
There you go. Would you stop?
3
Roll
and
them
3.
again. For the love of God, guys. What are the odds on that?
It'd be better if they had sound to them.
Yeah. I did it again.
Me and Mike are synced together here.
Sink. Ooh, holy cow.
There you go.
He climbed out of the box on that one. Dalinar, your move. You have changed your move. We'll reveal what it is. Oh, look at that. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, Jim, while he's moving, if my cavalry unit had not routed off the field, I could not have rallied just that unit. I would have had to set my whole corps to rally.
You know, it's funny you say that. I need to look that up. I think that's a specialized order.
Okay, because the way this reads, if you look at the orders, there is a rally order and says all
Yeah.
units must start 12 inches plus away from the enemy.
And that may be that you got to take that core. Let me check.
Yeah, just based off what the card said. So
I get it. No, it's, that thought occurred to me. Once again, I can go to the helpful index. Thank you, helpful index. Oh, if you attach a leader to the unit, you may attempt to rally him too. You can shoot the leader out there.
Gotcha. So if as an example, my cavalry was back here, assuming it's over 12 inches, I could have taken the leader, attached him over there, and attempted to rally. Okay.
Yep. You can go shoot him back there.
What's that?
Well, yes, you can go fire him back there and try to catch up to them. Or, yes, you can make it your whole corps.
Just out of curiosity, is my unit able to shoot out if he gets within one range? Because part of my units in the woods were not considered obstructed or anything.
Correct. That's the other thing I wanted to look up.
Unless it because he's in rough, it also counts as -2. I don't know.
Well, no, the in rough is only for the target unit, not not the firing unit.
Gotcha.
Are you going horsey?
The way I read it, because you just got to be within an inch, you just pretty much can shoot anywhere.
Okay.
I don't see much of an opportunity for those. You're going to take the penalty because you're shooting at somebody in rough terrain. But I don't see anything blocking it. But that's
Oh
true.
yeah, if they're in rough terrain, right?
Yeah.
All right. Maneuver's done.
Got anybody in range to shoot at people? Do you? Do you?
Jim wants some shooting action going on here.
Have you pleased the gods of war? Well, that guy's not close. So the answer is no. The Bavarians aren't. How about the French?
These guys definitely are because I moved them up.
All right, there's the range, and those fellers are in that rough terrain. What ranking are they?
8.3 inches.
They're veterans.
Yep. So it'll be
9
2d10.
2d10. You need 7s or better.
7s? Did that include the -2?
It does.
Oh,
He gets neither. Boom, boom.
Got neither.
No musketry, no melee. Mike, you're up.
All right. Slide these guys out of the way for a moment.
Mm-hmm. What order did you give them? What do they got there? Oh, there we go.
Is there a max you can rally to? Or can you rally all the way back up to bold?
As far as I can tell, you can rally all the way up to bold if you want to take it. You got to go one step at a time.
Right. You only do one step. Right.
You're talking hours. If you're down to panic and you want to take 6 hours to get this guy back, I suppose you could.
No, I was thinking about nervous going back up to bold. Now, you have to have an order for that, though, right?
No,
Or...
you can throw your leader back there.
Yeah, like what I have right here.
Yeah, that he could rally that guy if he were attached.
Here come the Austrians. Did you bring your beer? We got wine.
If you would have brought champagne, we would have had a deal.
Oh dear, here they come.
Yes, this is where I want
Is
you
that
to
too much
be.
of it?
I don't know.
Jim, is that too much of an angle there?
I'm fine. You're good.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
Bring
I
up
would've
the
been fine
guns.
with-
Bring up the guns. I like it. I love the look of it. I think it's Napoleonic. I think there is shooting. For half a second, I thought you were saying you were getting the flu by ordering it from Austerlitz. I missed that. Like, I got it in the brain. I've clearly got it.
By the way, Jim, did you get anything good for your birthday?
I did. I got a boat trip. My lovely bride rented a pontoon boat for on the Milwaukee River for me.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun actually.
Oh, you did it already?
Oh yeah, we did it last Sunday.
Okay.
We went all the way out to the harbor where I discovered, as Tuna mocked me, I said, those things are not built for anything approaching waves.
I'm going to pull them back here for a second. I'll come back and get that other battalion of infantry. back there. Did that the second time. Hit this caps lock instead of the tab.
Yeah, I've done that too. Bless you.
Much sneezing. My goodness.
All right, I am done with my movements.
So it's like you might have some shooting you'd like to do.
I have some shooting I think I would like to do.
That's a light gun.
That's
right there.
within 6 inches.
So that's 6 inches in. Yeah. So firing at the closest target is going to be dude right there, and he's a veteran.
Yep.
So let's see how he feels about this. Your light gun at 6 inches. That's a 2d6. And I don't see, or 2d10. I'm sorry, d6.
Yes.
I don't see any other modifiers. 6 or better. 2d10. Ooh.
18.
2 morale checks. So you owe 2, Ron. Let's begin with that veteran morale check. Go ahead. You need a 5 or better. Nope.
Of course not.
He is now firm. Roll again. He's fine. Now he is firm. Roll your next morale check. He's fine. So he is firm.
So many comments for that.
I didn't say he was turgid.
That's just out of range.
Yeah.
Both of those are, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, Max is Max 6
Yep.
or 9?
Mhm.
6.
9.
9, he's got a shot here, I think.
Yep. Go ahead. Measure it out. Double check it.
Yeah, that's a shot.
Okay, we'll take it.
A light at 9 inches.
So I did have a shot over here. I didn't even see that.
No, you didn't because I just moved up.
Oh, that's right. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
But I forgot
No.
you moved second.
He's veteran again, so 1d10 and you need a 7. Oh, wait, he's a veteran. 1d10, you need a 6.
Got
That's
it.
Morale check. Ooh,
Your
those
artillery
Jaegers-
squid's gonna kill me.
Those Jaegers are elites. So their morale check is a scant 4. 4 or better.
And I missed it by
Missed
1.
it.
Get out of here. Did you really?
I have my leader attached to him, though.
Doesn't
Does
matter.
the leader do anything?
You didn't roll a 1, did you? That's the only really
No.
bad.
No, he rolled a 3.
Oh, wait, he's attached? That does matter,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Leader attached. What was his level?
Dashing.
He's a +1. There it is.
4. Got it.
So you need it. You only need. Yeah. So there it is. You got it. So he's fine. That's where having that leader connected. Face him the right way though. He's fine. There we go. I like that. All right.
So just out of curiosity, I missed it because my wife was
Sure.
telling me something real quick.
Mhm.
My artillery hit here on the 2nd Brigade here.
Yes.
They just lost 1 morale? Or
Correct.
did they have to move back
Correct.
at all? Okay.
Nope, they did
that's
not.
that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, he dropped from bold to firm, and then he passed the second one without any failures.
Gotcha.
All right. That's it? All right. And I think...
Looks like. Oh, excuse me. Looks like it.
All right. I think we're at the next turn, right? Given the...
Yes.
All right, we're at the next turn. So this would be another hour. This would be as close as I would probably get one more turn to what a Kriegsspiel day is like in my mind for those that are going to play. Ron, did you want to change any orders?
I guess that would help. No, actually, I like my orders.
Mike, do you like your orders?
Yes, I do.
All right, so Ron rolled a 6. What's your initiative roll? 5 + 1.
3.
Ron, you're up. It's delightful that even at this scale, horses are this big, massive, moving mess.
Oh, I know.
It's like you see them out there doing what they're doing, and you're like, what are you guys up to?
All right, that's that core. Over here.
This core over here, we will do something different. Perhaps.
Haz is asking, does an attached leader reduce command radius?
Does not. Great question. What are you laughing at?
That's what I get for my leg being plopped down.
Ron's took his infantry and like teleported them halfway across the battlefield into
Why
my
you gotta be
troops.
chucking your guys around? Right?
My guys wanted
You're,
the charge. I don't know.
They're pretending to be air cav.
Ha!
You gotta go back to work tomorrow, Ron?
I'm out of work for 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks. I was thinking Sunday or Saturday. You said there was a few days to begin with.
Sunday was. I went to go see the doctor on Tuesday, and then Tuesday, because it was a strain, it was a severely sprained ACL. I'm out of work for 2 weeks.
All right. I figured he was going to be out longer, but I didn't know for sure if he got cleared.
But my boss said that he's going to have some training days because they're slow. Their video stuff at his house, so I'll probably go to them and get paid for it. So
that's nice.
Yeah, might as well. Light duty stuff, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, you're pretty clear about when guys are and are not in combat.
Yeah, that's for sure. With him being attached, like I want to attach to him and make a morale, I can't move these guys, correct? Or is that incorrect?
Why couldn't you move them?
If you rallied them.
If I want to make a rally. check.
No. In the rally phase, the other rally is different. This is just you being attached.
I can't
to
do it anyway. Never mind.
Why not?
Less than 12 inches, believe it or
That
not.
That is the rally order. It's different when the leader is doing it.
Oh, okay.
You're committing that leader to go sit back with him.
Okay, so I still can move him then.
Yep.
All right, so move him.
Yeah, the leader and the units, those conditions only apply to the rally order. When it's the whole core. Which, by the way, isn't a crazy idea. You know, if your core is taking a lot of shots, you want to get it off the field.
Oh, yeah.
You know, march it backwards.
All right. Go I would like to shoot my heavy cannons at these little punks over here.
You wish to fire your cannons.
My cannons.
They are veterans. What is their range?
The range is heavy. The range would be 2d6, be under 9 inches, 8.5.
Heavy. It is under. So it is 3d10. They are veterans, which is a 6+. But
No, it would be 2d10 because isn't it between 6 and 9? It would be 2d10.
I thought they were heavies.
They are heavies. They're 8.5 inches.
Yeah, so they're not at 9 yet. So they're here.
Oh, okay.
3d10 and they're veterans, but those guys are in rough, so
Yep.
8. You need 3d10, you're looking for 8s.
I thought it was 7s.
Not for, well, was I looking at the wrong, maybe I was looking
Veterans, 5+.
You're looking at morale checks.
I'm looking at the wrong one. Yes, I am. 8 over. Okay.
6 + 2, 8.
Let's look at the wrong one.
1 hit.
Got it.
Mike,
1 hit.
you are seasoned. That's not the best, really.
Yes, a
Seasoned
little
is
paprika, a little
little-
oregano.
a little. We have put some seasoning on you. 6+.
Oh, it just rolled
You are
over.
very fortunate. Fortunate you do not have a leader. You are now only firm. Roll again, please. You are
10.
fine now, but you have been reduced to firm. Got it.
So I'm sorry, Ron. Your one unit up here that I got chased off by the cavalry. Did you try to rally them then, or you just moved them?
No, he's going to try to rally them in this rally phase, which comes at the very end.
Okay,
at
gotcha.
the very end of the turn.
Yep. Okay, gotcha.
Cannons, they have to shoot the closest.
There is a rule on that. Rules for firing. You must fire at the closest enemy unit.
All right. This one over here is 5.5 away.
That is
It's
a
light.
gun. How far did you say?
5.5.
5.5. Ooh, that's inside the naughty. 3d10. No modifiers. What's his, what rank is he? He's a
Veteran, I believe.
That's another 6. 3d10 for 6+. 2 hits. Over here, Mike, these veterans who are bold, they are going to be required to roll their morale check twice. 7, is it 7? 7? It's they're veterans, 5+.
Can I roll them both at the same time or
You
one at a time?
cannot. You cannot because you have to keep rolling if you fail.
Right. Yep.
Nope. Now
Failed.
you're firm. Keep going. Now you're nervous. Keep going.
Got it.
All right. So you made it down to. You successfully made your way down to nervous. Are you required to do something there? Always keep forgetting.
Yeah, you post it back up.
Yep. Back
Yeah.
an inch. Back an inch, please, facing the enemy. Now you got to start making that second morale check. Still no modifiers, but you are nervous. And you're fine.
Made it.
Nice.
You are filled with nerves. Nervous.
All right, that's all the shooties.
All the shooties, no melees. Mike, you're half the turn. There are many.
All right.
There are many Bavarians in front of you.
Now, I know I'm going to reveal what my orders are, but my orders are to attack. So I have to advance everybody to try to get within 3 inches, correct?
Yep. You got to get it on.
Yep.
And for what it's worth, in an actual game of Snappy Nappy, you would have to tell Ron that. Once you've given the order.
I do or I don't?
You would. You do have to tell him.
Okay.
And that way, it's one of these things, and Russ has talked about this at some length. It's one of those things where, look, if you're playing with somebody whose whole life is whether or not this works, what are you playing with that person for? It's
Right, exactly.
It's like if you can't figure out what it is to be fairsy about advancing. I know what attacking Velkerheim looks like in this context. I'm pretty clear.
And you should know already I have the defend order for Velkenheim anyway.
Yeah.
Velker.
So my artillery's already within 6 inches here, so he doesn't have to
No,
move.
he's fine to shoot. He's fine to stay right there and shoot.
So, and am I reading the chart right that would be a 3d6 for light, but he's within 6?
Within 6 inches. Yep. 3d10. Yep.
Okay. Okay. And these guys that just retreated are going to have to go back into the advance again.
Yeah, you must go forward. We don't want to go forward. They shot at us. We didn't like it. What do you mean we got to go forward? You go forward.
That was
So if this is an actual shooty thing back and forth with the way the thing goes, like if he was...
If you were an inch apart? You mean? Ron, you went away.
The way the turn order looks like.
Yeah? What about it?
Non-initiative player fires and resolve.
Oh, yeah,
MC,
you're firing
initiative
twice
win.
a turn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Firefights are nasty. The game is called Snappy Nappy.
True.
All right, I'm done.
All right, so it seems like you got some gunfire.
I do.
Fire away.
I'll start here with the artillery. And I have to go for the closest unit.
Affirmative.
All right, so back to these 2nd Brigade infantry. And within 6 inches.
So it's going to be 3d10
Good.
and you're a veteran. Which means 6s. 3d10 for 6s.
Two.
Some veteran Bavarians who are firm. They are firm. They've already taken a little punch in the nose. Some veteran Bavarians.
Tommy McGuire thought the Snappy Nappy referred to the required undergarments.
It does. It does, we think. Okay, that's one pass. How about your second one? Not that time. You are now nervous. 1 inch back facing the enemy.
Oh, look, we put a nice hole in his center.
Teeny one anyway. Now you have to go again. You are nervous. I can tell. Uh-oh. You're now disrupted.
The Bavarians, come on.
The Bavarians, they have beer. They have beer, They have to go back 3 inches facing away.
And it is Oktoberfest. They want to go celebrate.
Tomorrow it is Oktoberfest, and we are going. What are you doing? You are right back here. You are fine. Can I help you? Go back there. Here. There. You're good.
And I think you had to face away, too. Yeah.
Yeah. You must face away. You must look away. You are not done,
I think that's what he was probably trying to do.
You are not done, though. Oh, you have saved yourself. You are now only disrupted. You did not enter panic.
Thank God.
I'm just curious about something here. if he would have panicked,
Mhm.
he would have ran into this unit
Yep.
here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Would he need a 4 or better? Is that what he needed?
Veterans. It's just what it says. Just what it says. 5 or better.
5 or better. Okay.
So that cannon fire was
Cool.
very effective. All right. It looks like you got another one.
Yeah, it was.
Yep. Against
Got-
his artillery.
Gun to gun. All right.
Gun to gun.
Why do you flip over
Whoa.
your guns? Why do you do that?
I didn't.
No, you did. I saw you do it.
Your hand was over
Don't
it.
you even? Don't you even? I'm not sure.
On the gun.
The gun is closer. Okay. That's a light gun. Yeah, that's a
Light gun within
Veterans.
6 inches, so that's 3d10.
3d10, and he's a veteran, so 6 or better. However, he is firing at unlimbered artillery, so that's a -1. Counter battery is less effective, so you need 3d10. Yeah, 3d10 at 7 or better. Ooh,
2 hits.
Ow!
The guns are hit. Oh, no good. No good. Veterans, 5 or better. 1 pass. Now another one.
Oh man, this is gonna be a repeat.
Could be.
Nah, you'll pass.
No, he won't.
Ooh.
Roll again. He's firm. He's nervous.
And he has to go back 1, right?
Correct.
At nervous? Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I don't have the chart in front of me. That's why
One
I'm just trying
inch
to remember.
He's nervous. How's he feeling about disrupted? He's fine.
He's
That's
good.
exactly right. Yep. So he is nervous. Now he has the nerves.
A little bit of nerves.
You're gonna have to take some Jägermeister for the nerves. Okay.
And these guys are not in range.
No. Why does that look like an inch to you?
It
Dude.
doesn't. I'm just
Really?
used. I was thinking Blucher there for a moment. You know
Yeah,
where
3 inches. Yeah. No, come on now. All right. Well, I tell you what. Let's go. Since that's the end of this turn, this will actually take us to turn 6. We'll do one more turn because I know everybody's got.
Can I do my rally?
You certainly may. That is a morale check, which gets to be modified by Marshal Massena, who is dashing. What is that unit he's with? That's seasoned. That unit is seasoned. He is dashing, therefore a +1. You need a 5 or better on a 1d10.
Oh,
No.
sure.
No. I'm sorry,
Well, at least
Marshal.
we got a little aspect. We got aspect of everything now. We had
I'm
a rally. We had a
I'm sorry,
charge.
Marshal Massena. We do not wish to rally. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go one more turn just to see what this will look like before we call it a night. Anybody want to change orders?
No.
Mike?
No.
All right, good.
Nope, I'm good.
So initiatives. OJ straight up. Ron +1. 6.
And
3.
Ron's
Ron's
got it.
up. Go. Remind everyone of Van Damme's orders.
Here comes the cavalry.
Here comes the cavalry. Bonk. Yeah, conform. Conform! What part of conform is puzzling you? You're the plumber. You're the
I
skilled
was trying to
person.
conform.
You are the skilled person. If get out of here with that. All right. I'm not going to worry about it that much. Go ahead. Oh, there we go. It's a funny to. Sends in the Jaegers. Well, they are elites. That is not a clown situation. Meanwhile, over here... Yeah, as a turn in which General Van Damme decided fooling around time was over. Disrupted unit. Who's disrupted and not facing enemy? Who's doing that? Who's disrupted? Haz is calling me out.
Right here. These guys.
He's calling me out on a rule set he doesn't even know. Damn it. Damn it. Yep.
What was he saying?
Facing
Disrupted.
enemy. Facing
So
enemy.
are they
Oh,
nervous or are
facing
they
enemy.
disrupted?
They're disrupted. They face the other way.
They're disrupted. Back half column move facing enemy. Yep.
He gets to turn around.
Yeah, panics when they face away.
Damn it. Damn you ass. Stop it. You are the best.
Dianville crying.
Wow.
You are the best, my friend.
All right, shootifications.
Are we there? Are we there? Remember,
We are
it's
there.
Mike's shootifications.
All
Yeah.
right, Mike
He
shootification.
shoots. Okay?
Yeah.
So you get
Yep.
canister in the face. That's what you get.
Yep.
That's a veteran.
Maybe.
Well, it is though.
Yeah.
And by the way, we've cheated ourselves out of. So we've done two substantial things wrong. I'm going to correct one of them now, since this is the last turn, and it'll be sauce for the goose. I'll talk about the other one when we're all done. The first substantial thing we've done wrong, it has to do with this. These guns, Mike's guns, fire first. Not yours, Ron. You get to fire in your turn. After Mike goes.
I was just wondering about that.
That's what you see here. He gets to. Where's that turn order thing? There it is.
Yeah, number 3.
Yeah, the
non-initiative player fires.
and then the initiative winner fires. So Mike fires first.
So we should have. So both of us should have been firing our guns twice
Exactly.
in a turn then.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
we did the order wrong, which isn't that big a deal. But the fact that you should have
No.
been firing twice as much, that's a big deal.
Right.
So that's one thing. So note that, everybody. Everybody's going to remember that for when we're playing the KS. These guns fire twice. There's another thing we did wrong. I'm not going to talk about it yet. So first things first, Mike, you get to shoot. This is a veteran light gun at point blank range at those Württemberg fellows in the puss. I think Mike knew that was coming.
3d10.
3d10. It's not range. No, it's not. It's nothing. He is not in rough ground. So 3d10 veterans, 6 or better.
Come on, all ones.
111.
Yeah.
Nothing.
3, 4, 5.
Doesn't get it.
Gets nothing. Holy cow! All right, 2 stands of.
That's the makeup for you not getting to shoot your guns last time.
I guess so.
I know, right?
2 stands of veterans. I don't think we got any modifiers. Nope. 2 stands veterans, 6 or better, Mike.
1d6.
2d2.
2d6.
2 stands.
2. Oh, yep. I see where we're at. One
That's a
hit.
Now these Jaegers have to roll a morale check. They're elites. And because they've got Mr. Dashing attached, that's a +1, they need a 3 or better. 1 check. He's fine.
Got it.
So this is all fine. this gun may fire. He can fire straight ahead. That's 3d10.
Okay,
Yeah,
next.
that's 3d10. He is veteran. That's a 6+, but this is unlimited artillery, so it's a 7+.
Big miss.
Big misses. Boom, 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 boom. Nothing. Anything else? Hubbing any guns over here? Nothing.
No, I don't have any guns over
All
there, and that's more than an inch.
It is now Ron's turn to fire. Where are you firing, Ron? Straight ahead. That is also a veteran light. That's it's nervous. Doesn't
Counter
affect
battery.
him. Yeah, 3d10. Looking for 7s. One hit.
One hit.
You are bold. So a veteran, I believe that means you need a 6 or better. I realize I'm going to have this memorized. 5 or better. 5 or better.
Got it.
You're fine.
There you go.
Don't think nothing of it. That's all.
Now the heavies
Oh, the heavies are going to go. Sorry.
against the seasons.
Well, we found out that those are veterans. What's the range?
6.8.
All right, so it's in the 6.8, so it's in the 6 chart. Oh no, it is in this higher bracket. Dang, I did it wrong. You're right. It's 2d10. I don't know.
So I was trying to say before.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. 2d10, and they're veterans, so you need an 8. 2d10 for 8. One hit.
Got him.
Them fellers are seasoned. Are they in good shape? I think didn't we?
No, they're firm.
They're firm.
They're firm.
They're seasoned though, so 6 or better.
Missed.
No, you know what they are now? That's nervous. They were
Yep,
from
and
back 1 inch away,
inch.
facing these naughty guns.
Boom. Hang on here. So I need to do. Back straight back 1 inch.
And then pivot towards him.
And
Yep, just like that. Check again.
go. Oh, wait a minute. Did I move back?
You did.
Or should I have gone back this way
No.
first?
No, you're fine. You did fine.
No,
Okay.
you're good.
You moved away from him. A substantial part of you moved away from him.
There you go.
Passed.
Ooh, you took that one seriously. So you're nervous, boys, yeah? We were firm. Now we are nervous. All right, so that's all the gunnery, right? Melees.
Yep.
Now we switch to the melee phase, which works for both sides. Which one do you want to do first, Ron?
I want to do cavalry versus the artillery.
Veteran cav versus guns. Ooh, mercy. It's veteran versus veteran, though, right?
Yes.
I think it is. +6 both ways.
Yes, it is.
Cavalry versus artillery, that's a +5, so that's 11. Do you have any leaders?
No, but I'm bold.
You are bold, so that's +12. Are you bold, Mike?
I don't
I
think
believe he
so.
is. No, these are... Yes, you are. These are artillery
You're
bold.
Am I?
+12 +7.
Wait a minute. Where do you see the bold at?
Down here. Under morale. And if you have nothing, if you have no other
No, but
morale
if-
category, you are bold.
Okay.
Right. It's not written in there, so you're bold.
All right.
So +12 to +7.
So my +12,
Mm-hmm.
+7.
And I'm at 1d10.
Yeah.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Dude.
9.
You lost.
So
How
I
did
lost.
How did you lose?
He lost with a +12.
Wait.
How did you lose?
he had plus. Oh, so he doesn't get the +12 on top of
I had
his
a-
die roll?
He does. He rolled a 13.
I do. My die roll was 1.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. That is.
He
that
had a
is-
60, so a difference of 3. Narrow margin.
You take a morale check. Go. You're fine.
Got it.
And they're good.
Fight again. Now, technically, to be technical, you're supposed to now do this fight.
Oh, we could if you want.
I guess we probably should. Remembering, we're going to come back here at least one more time to see how that
Right.
fight goes on. All right, so this fight is Elite with Van Damme attached versus Veteran. Both, he's nervous. And the Elites are bold. Ooh, this could be serious. Elite versus Veteran, correct?
That's Elite's a +8.
Elite's a +8. Veteran is +6. That the leader trait is dashing, so that's a +1. So that's 9. That's all I see.
And they're bold, so that's
9, 10. 10 to 6. 10 to 6.
There, I rolled the 1 this time.
16 to 7.
16.
That's a difference of 9.
7.
Substantial supremacy. I love it. Loser takes 2 morale checks. Mike, you got to take 2 morale checks on your veterans. That's a 5+. Yep. How about the other one?
1 passed. Miss.
No. You are now firm. Take another... Or no, you were nervous, weren't you?
Yes.
You are now disrupted.
So now I'm disrupted. So a half a column.
Yep, 3 inches.
Facing the enemy.
Facing him. So just straight back. 3 inches, just
All right.
dead straight back.
Hey, Ron, I'm going to... Yeah, let me see. Can you do this?
I can do it.
Yeah. Oh, good, Jim. I'm just having trouble grabbing him without grabbing one of Ron's.
That's going to force the artillery to check.
Yep. I figured.
Check again. You are nervous. Or you're disrupted, I'm sorry.
Missed.
Oh,
to route.
panic.
Or panic. That's
Full
panic.
column, full column facing away. That is 6 inches facing the wrong way. Straight back, straight back. Keep straight.
That's why which you wouldn't normally do, but this time the Elite Jaegers worked out charging.
Well, elites generally are going to work out well, I think. And
Right.
It's generally best to pivot in place. But that's
Usually the Jaegers are staying back and shooting. They're usually not charging.
right. One more. How you feeling? You gonna make it?
Nope. They're out of here.
Ooh, they're out.
No!
They too.
They went back home.
They decided they did not like this whole situation. So that's that. Now these guys check. They're veterans who are what they're bold. So they just take a veteran check, which is 5 or better. Yep. they're
Passed.
fine. They're fine. All right, let's return to this melee. I believe we
It's
determined
12 plus.
Yeah, it was 12.
I have 12. I think he was
I have a
7 or
6.
6.
12 to 6.
I think I was at
6.
6.
Yep. 12 to 6. Hit it.
10 total.
Come on, really?
10 to 13. You win by 3. Narrow margin. Loser takes 1
Yeah.
morale check. OJ, you got a 5 or better. Oh, dude.
Missed.
Drops you to firm.
I passed the second roll.
Okay, so that means you remain in contact, which means we do 1 more round of melee. 12 to 6.
13 to 16.
16.
Win by 3. OJ takes a morale check. Fail.
Missed.
Fail. That is nervous. 1 inch back. I'll handle that.
You got that? All right. Passed on the second roll.
All right, and that would have ended the melee anyway, but it also ends because we're at the end of the 3rd melee. They're nervous now. Could it be because there are these horse staring right at them? I do. Okay.
Maybe.
All right, let's finish up the bottom half of the turn. I believe it belongs to Mike.
Yep. All right.
I find this very satisfying, actually.
They probably can't melee the cavalry, can they?
Why not?
And actually, you only can move 1.5 because you're in rough
Oh, yeah,
terrain.
you're in line.
You only can move
You're
half.
in line.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was thinking 3.
You're thinking Blucher again.
All right.
Yeah. 3 in line with the half movement.
Hey,
in
good
rough
night,
still.
John. Take care, man.
There. We'll leave it there.
Night, John.
Just rotate him around. All right.
You could bring him right up to the cannon's butts.
Yeah, I don't. There's not really much point in doing that now. This is our last battle or
Last
end of
turn.
our game, anyway. So, the artillery. He's got a shot there, or he does
Oh,
not.
sure.
It doesn't matter. I can rotate him.
Well, no,
Either
but
way,
he's
so.
got a turn. He's got a turn.
Right. That's not going to do anything there either, so that's fine.
Alright.
I'm just going to leave these guys alone because they won't get up to anything. I'd put them in line anyways, and nothing over here on the right flank really.
Okay.
So we just have the 2 artilleries.
Well, remember.
What was your right flank order? Was it defend the bridge?
Yep.
Hmm.
He ordered them to defend the bridge. Now, the key piece here is remember, Ron gets to go first.
Yep, Ron gets. Yep.
So he gets all musketry and gunnery. So you've got that guy. That's this counter battery business again. So I believe we determined this is 3D. Is it 3? No, these are the lights. So it's 2D10. Correct? That was the distance?
No, it was 3.
Right.
If it's within 6, it was 3d10.
Oh, okay. 3D10.
No, but that we.
No, but
Oh, was it? Oh, was it
it's
within
shorter.
6?
It isn't
No,
6 inches.
It's 2d10.
Right. It's less than 6 inches.
Oh, but it's a light. It's a light. Yeah, that's it. So it's a 2D10.
Right.
And it's a veteran.
Right. Well, wait a minute. It's less than 6
Yeah,
inches,
we
right?
were reading.
It's,
Yeah, no, we've been reading it wrong. It's supposed to be
It's
2 to 6.
Ah.
2 to 6. Anything over 2, but less than 6, or up to 6
2.
is 2d10.
right.
Gotcha.
Is
Okay.
2d10.
And
Anything under 2 inches would be 3d10.
2D10 for 7 or better.
Must shoot at closest, though, Has says. So it wouldn't be the artillery, it would
Ah,
be the infantry.
missed.
It's not. Is it? Oh yeah.
Oh, he's right.
He's right.
Either which way, it's still 2d10.
Either way, it missed either way. Although, damn it,
Right.
has. Just damn it. Okay, this guy here, who's been shooting at these guys forever. Can he hit them anymore?
Yeah. Well, I thought. Yeah, I could still. In
I
range.
mean, at this point, I'm going to say you can't see him. I got to check with Russ about what the deal is with line of sight.
Fine, I'll shoot the guys at the bridge then.
That's fine. As long as you're not shooting through your own guys.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Even
Does it
with
count
light-
as a flanking fire?
It would, actually. That is a flanking shot, but are you in range with a light gun? Oh, that's a heavy gun.
That's a heavy gun.
Never mind. Yeah, that's a
8.3 inches.
That's a flank shot. That is assuredly a flank shot, and that gun.
No, that's 9.2 inches.
Yeah, but it's that's a veteran. That's a veteran heavy gun. Veteran is 6+. Flank shot is +2. Therefore 4 or better, and that's a 9+. So
It's 1d10.
1d10. You can't do more than one MC anyway. That's got it though. Morale check for these boys. Is there any morale bonus? Or
7.
he'd be fine almost no matter what.
They passed.
Oh, we got it.
Almost no matter what.
Yeah, he got it.
Yeah, he's fine. All right. Is that all your fire run?
Boo! Firing! Boo!
Yeah. All right, Mike, you got a couple shots.
All right, we'll take the one against the cavalry first.
Trying
Hey,
again.
scatter.
Trying again with the canister. God bless you.
Yep.
Is that under 2 inches?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
3d10. And what rank are they? Veterans?
Nervous Nelly
Yes.
veterans.
3d10
veterans.
looking for 6s. Yeah. 2 hits.
2 hits.
Ergo, 2 morale checks from our veterans. Away you go. That's fine. Next one. They need 5s. No. They are now firm. Keep going. They're nervous.
No.
Keep going.
Come
Dude.
on.
There. Hang on.
That's a half a column, I think, right?
No. He just failed another one. So I had to do
Yeah.
Right.
I had to do nervous. Then I had to do disrupted, which is a half move for
And now
Light-
panic.
light cavalry in line, which or
Well,
sorry,
he's-
count 6.
Wait a minute. He's failed 4, right?
No. He failed this one, and then he's gonna. Oh boy, hang on. And he hits. Oh,
Yes,
he
I'm
doesn't.
down to panic.
He doesn't. This is. He is now Oh, he did hit him. Yeah, that's gonna force these guys to check. He is now disrupted, and then he failed that, which makes him panic.
One more.
He's fine. He barely, but he is panicked, which we have not allowed for. 12 inches facing away.
Surprisingly, though, he's still in the command radius. That's amazing.
All right, so now Ron, over here, your veterans that are they're already disrupted. They need a 5 or better.
No.
No, they are now panicked. Roll again. They're gone.
No.
Routed.
Rah.
So those guys took some folks with them. So basically, the Württemberg Chevalier come pouring through Velkerheim and convince the Second Bavarian Brigade, yeah, maybe you want to go.
Hey, maybe we should leave now.
Oh my gosh. Well, all right. Well, I think that would be it, right? Or do you have another shot, Ron?
He's another
We got
shot.
another artillery
Yeah,
against his Jaegers.
Yeah, you do. So veterans, that's 2d10, and you need, because it's counter battery 7s.
Counter battery.
Oh, that's right. You got to shoot at this guy.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
And I'm within 2 inches, so
Ooh,
that's 3.
That's 3d10. Yep. 3d10, you need 6s.
One.
hit. That's going to need a 3 or better because of Van Damme. Never do any more than you have to.
No more than you need.
All right. So that would be it. That would be 6 hours of play. And in the Kriegsspiel, that's going to be, I think, the most I'm going to stretch a day to. So we would save the game right here. And let's imagine that we started, which we're going to do, at daybreak at 4:30 in the morning. We then go till 10:30. So we would freeze it at 10:30 on that day. And then the other parts of the map would move. And all those other folks would get to do their thing. And we would come back. Maybe during the game, something, if things start to get real close to each other, we'll slow it down to 1 turn at a time, which I realize will be a little bit weird. But maybe all of a sudden, out of the blue, onto this road come reinforcements, or comes a messenger, or comes a hussar who's peeking around to try to see what he sees. And if that hussar comes, I've got to bring that player onto your board and show them, this is what you see. This is the fight you see. What do you do? How do you react to that?
Hey, quick question. Ian Jackson was asking if Van Damme had to check because of that one hit.
No, he didn't have to check because of the hit. If on your morale roll, he would have rolled a 1, he would have had to check. So what was the other big thing we did wrong? The thing that and it's my fault, Cannon have two states, limbered and unlimbered. It's a formation change. This cannon is limbered. It faces away and cannot fire. Unlimbered.
Oh, that makes sense.
Ah,
It might be good to update that in the tooltip. Just you know, I know the facing thing should help, but
I'm debating.
might just
I'm
be one of
actually
those things.
debating putting a red block on it if it's unlimbered.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, just something, just in case it get,
some real visual.
because
Yeah, no,
obviously at the beginning when we deployed our units, we had them all facing forward,
Right.
in quote unquote an unlimbered state.
So I'm going to share this video with Russ, the guy who designed the game, to see what we did wrong, what we did right. I think it's a really interesting system. I really do, and I hope you guys.
I like it.
I hope you guys like playing it.
Yeah.
I like the formations, the changing of formations that determines your movement. I like it. It's really good.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah. So not complicated stuff. Fast. Once you're into it, I think it's real straightforward. Mike, have you signed up for the Kriegsspiel?
I don't know if I have or not.
I think you should.
I thought you did.
I got a spot for you. If you don't, there's
All right.
There's a couple spots left. So just go in and I'll pick. You can either guess which side Dalinor's playing for, but we got some others. And I've got the commands all written out, and I'm going to get them out to players. There may be a couple that are botted just because I don't have the full panoply, which is just fine. I don't care. And I will get out.
Who's playing Napoleon?
I don't know yet. I haven't drawn it. I sure will, and I really do appreciate them. Contagious. Yeah, Contagious Route is a grim thing. I will definitely enjoy the figures. Thank you so much, Haz. I appreciate it. And anyway, so thanks for those who came along for the ride for our demo game. It ran a little over 3 hours. That's what I figured it would. Unfortunately, I won't be able to share much of the Kriegsspiel online because it is going to be secret. I can't share out too much video until it's all over. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to record it. I have some thoughts, but I haven't fleshed them out yet. Nonetheless, thanks everybody for who watched. We actually almost rang the 20 bell. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Ron, for playing, always. Because it's my birthday week, we're coming back tomorrow. I think I got Vance online for a quad game, and so I'll look around for somebody who might like to play one of the quads. I won't say which one, but it is going to be a quad. I told folks it would be, and it will be. And we'll have one of those. But in the meanwhile, thanks a huge ton for showing up. Thanks for playing. And as ever, please take care of yourselves and one another. We'll see you soon.